Oh, you've been recording the whole time. Welcome, I clapped like Tamarin, to another episode of Brewing with Birch and Bromley. And this time we've got special guests. From a blast from the past, we have Chris Smith and Rob Schneider, who is not from the movies, but like from old school UFS. Yeah. Welcome on, gentlemen, to our show of bullshit shenaniganery, where Bromley talks about the TTS belt for like 40 minutes, and then we cut to credits. We roll credits afterwards.
Yep. Yep.
Fun fact: Rob has a bigger play group than I do now, and it used to be flip flopped.
Yeah, that's true.
I was under the impression that Rob has not played the game in 7 years.
I did not touch a card from basically like the weekend after COVID hit until My Hero dropped, and it was just the best.
Very nice, dude. You took yourself a little break, a little hiatus. Very
You had
good.
a vacation.
I did.
I just thought you were like, I literally just thought you went around and trolled all the Discords. I was like, this guy's perfect. That's the man for the job.
Would you call yourself a corporate shill?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I would call myself the
Never.
opposite of
What do
that.
you mean? This guy is the bad boy. This guy and Thomas Gordon just go from Discord to Discord trolling poor little children.
No. Thomas Gordon's not the bad boy anymore. He's protecting those children, man.
Oh, is he?
He wants to hide his war crimes from them.
Wait,
He's a mod in my hero Discord.
Thomas Gordon is a mod in the My Hero Discord,
Gordon.
In the official My Hero Academia.
and they don't want to.
No
They don't want
idea
to
what happened.
sponsor our show. That's crazy.
So
'cause
apparently they made him a mod because he was extra active. Because it's Thomas Gordon, and Thomas Gordon
Yeah.
is active in every Discord that he's ever been a part of. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, this guy seems like a good guy to be the mod. And then Tim Friedlieb came in and said to the guys running it, and they said, maybe you shouldn't do that because it's Thomas Gordon. And he like explained who Thomas Gordon was, and they're like, well, we can't like take it back. So they just went to Thomas and they're like, hey, don't be Thomas Gordon. And he
Yeah,
was like, yeah, I can do that. I can be
don't
not
be-
Thomas Gordon.
Don't make us regret this.
Thomas Gordon not to be Thomas Gordon, right? Like
No,
Thomas Gordon's always been Thomas
they were
Gordon.
like, we've heard about your reputation.
Yeah, we've heard about the things you do in Freaky and Weird in Bromley's Discord.
True, yeah. Thomas Gordon will only come into the freaky and weird memes.
Yeah, he's an active participant, dude. We were
Yeah.
talking about
And
Amaranth
Star Wars.
yesterday, and he's just posting gifs.
Yeah, somebody like talked about Amaranth once, and he went and found everything that Amaranth has
Every
ever
gif.
done. Yeah,
That's the ASMR, like... on
yeah,
the,
yeah.
like, lady
Licking
from
the
Twitch,
ear,
yeah.
lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had no idea who that was. So okay, thanks.
It's okay. You're
She's
welcome,
a big part
dude.
of the ASMR / hot tub Twitch meta, and made a fucking mint.
Just big dohangaroos.
Hey,
you know?
good for
Okay,
you.
fine, fair enough.
First of
yeah.
all, if this ever gets back to you, Amaranth, we are not hating. We love you so much. Keep doing whatever you're doing. This will never get back to you, but if it does,
Raid
much
my
love.
channel.
Much love.
My hero content.
Chris is so removed from the Twitch metagame.
It's
He's
true.
removed from the Twitch metagame. He was removed from the metagame in general until recently. Why did you guys tell us about your ventures back in? Your rekindling of the spirit for Universes, aka just the My Hero Academia format, because Universes sucks.
I nominate Rob to go first.
Rob's
Okay.
going first.
All right.
Rob, you're on the clock.
So, I mean, we waited, I guess, 8 years after set got announced, and I guess they were rolling it out. And I'm not great with sales pitch, so I was just like, "Hey, Scott, you should call these stores around us and see if any of them are going to be stocking this." So he did. And we actually found 3 that were in driving distance. And
Nice.
so we were just there release weekend, picked up a little bit of product, asked. With the one store we went to, we had previously tried to get them to carry UFS back when, I want to say Rise of the Masters. Or
Okay.
maybe it was Warriors of the Night came out.
Sure.
And that was when, that was forever ago, and they basically sent whoever the contact was listed as was somebody who was basically not at the office anymore, and so their email just went like unreturned for weeks, and they were like, "Yeah, we're never carrying this game," and we were like,
Oops.
"Fantastic."
Oops.
Well, we go there and we're like, "Yeah, has there been any interest?" And they're like, "Has there?" Ha 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 ha. Yes, we're getting like all this stuff.
Yeah, that's
we were like, "God
sick.
damn it!" We're like, all right, cool. So, we have there's like a play group there. It's called Games and Stuff. It's one of the bigger game stores between like DC and Philly.
Okay. Sick.
And yeah, I mean, there's probably 4 to 6 people that are like regulars, and then there's kind of a like rotating cast of like people who have gotten stuff, but like they don't necessarily show up every week. So that's cool. And then there's another store. It's up near Hunt Valley. The name is escaping me, but they do stuff like on a different day, and it's pretty much the same people, but you
Sure.
know, it's just nice to have like options to go to, and I don't have to get on a plane or drive for like 8 hours to play.
I had a very similar experience with like just a store I was going to randomly having My Hero Academia stuff in it. I was playing Flesh and Blood for a little bit. Don't play that anymore either. I just don't fucking go to stores to play card games because I'm lazy. But there's like just a store I like walked in to buy some sleeves. I was like, oh shit, look at all this My Hero stuff. Never followed up. Have no idea how many players they have. Don't care. Not important to me.
I'd be like 20.
I am the antithesis of Rob. I was like, I do not give a single shit about these kids.
I've been to one of Rob's locals actually.
No shit.
Yeah, like
you went to the one in Virginia. We don't go there anymore. It's too far of a drive. We got stuff.
Oh yeah. That one's too much. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you just,
also.
like, you just show up and beat their asses. Like you're just like.
I did. Yeah, I beat Scott
You know,
DeJarnett.
try not. It was a little rough at the start when they were sort of like learning the ropes. You know, they were like the one guy was definitely getting discouraged. He's just like, man, like I didn't win a single game today, and we're like, trust us, like.
Good.
Literally, you've had 2 or 3 turns where like all you need to do was draw one more attack, and like you would have won, or
Sure.
like not check bad. Like, you know, I was like, I don't know if this guy like quite grasps like how close he is to like taking games, and I was just like, please don't quit.
Don't leave us.
But we sort of recommended a couple changes. He made a couple tweaks, and you know, then like smoked us a couple games with like Bakugo and like Small
Love to see
Mite,
it.
and I was like, all right, good. Good.
That's how you gotta
That's
hook them. That's the
Yeah.
classic Shane
Yeah.
Duckworth. Never win the demo.
Yeah, never win the
Yeah, I
demo.
can't
True.
do that.
You got-
But
Never win the demo. That is great advice, actually.
Yep.
No. They're supposed to go like, man, I didn't win today. And you go, good. See you next week. And then you just leave.
You fucking put your bad boy sunglasses on. You walk in like Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege with your fucking bandana and jean or leather jacket,
Water's empty.
and you kidnap the president or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah, make them mad. You know, you gotta be the rival, like the
True.
card text says.
true. Hey, I got water right here, brother man.
Drink it. All right, so that's Rob. See,
Yeah, what-
here's the
Chris.
thing. When I last saw Christopher Smith,
Yeah.
it was in a minivan that he was driving 8 other dudes in, and he said, "Quote: I'll never play UFS again."
That's true.
Man,
He hasn't though.
That is still true to this day. I have not played UFS. True to this day, my
Yeah,
friend.
he said, "I'll never play
drove?
UFS."
You
Yeah,
drove to Vegas?
no, he had
Oh.
it was a rental. It was a
Why,
rental.
man?
It was a rental.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
just like, you're a lunatic.
And then he
I
spent
had
the
a
rest of the day in the hotel room trying to teach me Versus System, which was good, but it was also very funny.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good time.
So how did you get back into the game?
Well, I bought cards.
Oh.
That's how I got back into the game. But no, like I don't know, like it was more of like kind of like Rob said, like on our way out, it's like, well, I'll believe it when I see it, and well, I was like, holy shit, they actually did it. Like
True.
they did it. I was just like, what the f? So I went to a pre-release up in Madison, Ben Lambright's store, and bought like, and I don't know, I got sucked right back in, bought a case of product, and I was just like, well, all right,
you
I
fell
guess
off the wagon so
I
fast.
did.
What?
No, I
What?
did so fast.
What
Because,
did
you know-
Kim have to say about you buying a case of product right away?
I still don't have that conversation with my wife. You know this.
You just avoid it. You just don't talk
do.
about it.
Yeah, he's
No, because this is the
Not
first
allowed.
thing she said to me. And she goes this. She goes, I saw some wrappers in the trash can. They have Fiasco Games name on it.
You said you wouldn't do this, Chris.
She's like, you have a problem. I'm like,
That's so fucking. I love that shit.
You
That's
said
funny.
you were relapse. What's this?
nah, but
Yeah.
and then we had some people here that still played locally, and Trent and Trip Pants still play, and
Fuck yeah.
Nate. And then we have like a small group of like 5 or 6 people. We play in my basement every Friday.
Nice.
We don't have a local store anymore. The
Oh,
store
no.
we used to have got burned too bad during COVID through
Sure.
miscommunication. So, and then one store that did carry it sold out, and they're not reordering it for some reason. So it doesn't make any
Weird.
sense. So we're gonna have a demo day there sometime this month. So
Okay, cool.
we do have like 4 stores within an hour driving distance, which isn't that bad really. So
They may have not reordered it because they couldn't get stuff.
Yeah.
That's
possible,
also
too.
probably.
I
That
know,
is
like
a thing.
we had one, and they were out of like everybody ran out of like starter decks immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and then the places that didn't get like an absolute ton of like boxes, like they ran out of that too. So like people come in, they're like, "Oh, what can we get?" And we're like, "Well, I can
Nothing.
do some other stores that still have product, or you can go online and yeah."
Well, yeah,
But,
it took what? It took you like 3 months to get your unlimited box or your unlimited case.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know that the unlimited stuff is out now. Like I've seen it
Yeah.
in some of the places. So
I know they're passing that out for the Wednesday weekly stuff. They were getting unlimited cards. I know that. And I was just like, I'll
Is
throw
that-
this swill away. I don't want
Is
this
that what I'm
stuff.
getting for that one I played in? That's so
Yeah.
bullshit. I don't want that fucking
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah. I have like a stack of unlimited cards. I was like, this is all my first edition bulk. This little stack's never going in there because it's, yeah.
I
It
just
doesn't matter.
didn't.
It's
I
fucking
don't.
cards,
Yeah,
right?
I don't care. I just put them all in the same pile. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Boo.
I mean,
I just wanted like the fucking promo shits, man. I don't have any of those. I don't want
Oh, the
fucking
promos
old
are
cards.
first edition. Those things are first edition still.
Oh, I just
think
want
the one-
promos.
The ones that are on redemption won't be first edition, I don't think, because they're also going to be non-foil. So that's another
ew,
thing.
gross.
Drive through cards, guys.
Non-foil.
Man, and so like someone was like on the Discord today, he's like, looking to sell my midnight top 8, and I'm like, ooh, how much we talking, boys? Because
Too much, probably.
probably for my
Also-
blood, yes. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
also,
hoping that out of my 2 packs that I get from this provisional, that I don't pull price of peace times 2, because I will instantly just chuck that shit into the trash. Because
talking about just
Aw.
sell it.
You mean sell it for
Midnight,
$50 each, dude?
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
fine, I'll do that and then get buy a midnight. I guess.
750,000.
Don't you get a midnight for topping though?
No, you get it for top
new-
8.
Newsflash.
Yeah,
I didn't. Top.
Yeah, Chris Smith didn't top, dude. He's not
I-
Chris
I got-
Nixon,
Oh,
remember?
no.
I'm not
Different Chris.
Oh, but
Different Chris.
No, I saw no Jacko 2 top.
I don't know what you said. It was so fast.
Well, Chris wasn't
No,
playing
I-
Ochaco 2, he was playing Ochaco 1.
Oh,
I wasn't even playing that. I was
Mount
playing
Lady.
the lady.
Oh, yeah, he was playing Mount Lady. Yeah, he was, he was playing Thick Mama.
You're playing Big Mama?
Big Mama's
Big
house.
Mama's house?
Yeah.
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 I was talking to Chris. Chris
I'm
was like,
sorry,
dude,
Chris, I-
I would have gotten in with diversity though. I was like, you shut up.
Right.
Yuck. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Saw no Jacko 2 top. Assumed it was you.
I got the birthday buff, because
You did.
yeah, Ryan Field felt bad for me and said, it's fine, and gave me the win. Actually, because I like whiffed an attack turn on my final turn, and like time was called as I passed my enhance. Like actually during my last attack, and I was like, well, this doesn't kill you. Play all the enhances on the card. Time was called, and I was like, and then he showed me his hand, and it was like 4 attacks. So I was like, yeah, I was dead, dude. And he's like, well, I would like to tie. And I said, but time? Also, I should have killed you? It's my birthday? And he said, alright, fine, man.
You used the birthday excuse?
Hell yeah, I
Yeah,
did,
dude.
dude!
This man
Hell
said
yeah, I
also,
did!
Also, it's my birthday.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I was so upset, because I should have killed him.
Plus it's my birthday.
Jose, you just went full robot. What was that?
No, it's just L plus. It's my birthday plus, please plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So this happened twice actually. It turns out when you play a deck that can't kill anyone unless they tap out half the board, it's hard to do math. So like I went to the turn and I was like, yeah, this attack, this attack, this attack, this attack, and then he just didn't block the first 3, because Kirishima, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to do real math now, right?
I gotta think.
And then I stopped doing real math, and on the last attack, I was short by 1. Except it was like when Jose won the Rochester event, except his opponent didn't believe him. Right? Except his opponent didn't just immediately scoop up his cards when he played the card. So I was off lethal by 1, yeah. And then the same thing happened against that Earth deck in the top 16, where I like went into a turn and then he only blocked with Hardens, and that put my lethal off by 2. So I was like, I missed lethal because he had -8 DR instead of -4 from face that I expected, and I was like, ah, damn. And then he drew 6 attacks next turn. The 5-hander.
Classic
Oh,
Kirishima.
that happens.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, but that's yeah. I did get to top of the event, but I didn't get the top 8, so I don't think I get midnights, right? Top 8 gets midnights.
Only top
it's
8
top
got
8,
midnights, yeah.
Yeah, that's really lame, dude, because I was
Man,
I was slamming.
that's cringe,
Yeah.
dude. They're keeping the horny for themselves.
But they said that back when it was the top 8 only, and because they are using like, top 16 pricing, you might just get a top 8 midnight. Who knows?
You might. Yeah.
Might,
that'd be
yeah.
Midnight
cool.
says top
Yeah.
8 on it, and I'm sure they're already printed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
unless
sure they
there's
printed
about
400 of them
16
though.
Top 8
Yeah,
midnights, I'm thinking it might be a top 8 price.
But-
I like
Yeah.
the top 8 midnights, and they printed 700 copies of them.
If
It's like
you-
these are
if
just
they
gonna be
did
given
that,
out.
Was it for the last Rockford PTC where we had a top 16? They also could print mats in their own warehouse, so they quick printed a bunch of top 16 mats along with top cut mats there. So
Right.
they may have the pot. They may have.
That's okay, because that top cut mat was hideous.
Wait, was it ugly?
It was
Oh, dude.
so hideous.
The winter
Using a
mat.
brutal knowledge,
Oh
right?
god, yeah, those mats were
Awful.
bad.
Yeah, it was like,
They were not pretty.
you never see those beginner mats where they have like the zones of everything, and then it
Yeah,
has like a
yeah.
big graphic in the middle. It was like that, but it was like going to Disneyland and going through the like 1920s like America section, because it was all like stars and stripes and shit.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw it. Shit, it was so ugly.
And it was not
This shit was
pretty.
so ugly.
It's so
Bromley,
crazy.
I'm going. I'll be back.
Oh,
He's going.
Oh man, he's gonna ruin it.
Oh god, is he gonna go find it?
It's okay.
No,
I can do the
no,
quick fix. I did the
He's
quick
got to
fix.
go to. He drives home in the middle of our fucking podcast, so we talk to him when he's in the car, and then every time he leaves, and the stream gets fucked up for like 20 minutes, and then he's gonna join in without telling us and fuck it up again.
If you could just
Oh,
warn
Jesus.
me, like, all right, the
He
names
did
are gonna
warn
be,
you.
Names are
Half
gonna be
a
all right.
second.
Yeah, half a second. You couldn't let me like. I need like 3 minutes to set things up. Okay, I'm not even gonna fix it. I don't care.
jeez.
I don't care. Anyway. All right. So we're talking about the provisional event. Let's talk about the provisional event. Which, by the way, we have the winner of the event, Kevin Broberg, in chat right now. Pugs
hey,
in
Kevin.
chat for Kevin Broberg, boys.
If you want to
Yeah.
sell your winner card to Mitchell Chimino, he might actually just buy it from you. So
Yeah. Mitchell Tremino is apparently a big.
he's the
gamer.
local. He's the local My Hero Academia whale. He might just buy it from you.
Oh, I really like. Honestly, I saw every Kirishima deck at that event probably, and they were all 100% Snoresville. Okay, except for Kevin Broberg's one. Kevin
What was he
Broberg's was
doing?
hype, dude. He had kicks and the recipro. There was like a recipro extend and acceleration, so he could yeet all of his kicks from his card pool and keep going or build or whatever.
Yeah.
And also, it was mega fast, which is not something you're prepared for most of the time against Kirishima. Because he's just like hand attacks, right? Just sheer volume of attacks most
Sure.
of the time. He was like, no, I'm playing kicks, so I can like poke with a burst if I don't have momentum. If I have momentum, then you're boned. But like, I didn't see throws, I didn't see tape swing. It was just like
He
straight.
played one.
Was
He
he
played
played-
one grasping tape toss in the main, and he sided, I think, 2 or 3. I don't
That
know.
makes sense.
2 in the side, and they were mostly for like the deadlock ability, not.
Yeah. That makes sense. The deadlock on that card is insane. But yeah, it was a hype deck. I really liked it. It was the only Kirishima I saw that I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Like I saw Chris.
Love that.
You
I
go
mean,
ahead.
like what Chris Nixon did with Unwavering Slash and rereading.
I hate that, dude. Look,
It's
this is
kind
Mark.
of like
Mark Tyner
maybe
sent
on
me
a
2
bar.
Kirishimas, like 3 months ago when we started playing, and we were like riffing back and forth on what the best Kirishima was, and that was the one where I was like, that will never work because what's the water card that seals coordinator?
Irrefutable.
Yeah, irrefutable
Yeah.
coordinator exists, and so like if you run into that card, you're like, oh, my entire engine is turned off this turn, right? Like, so he's all in on that thing, all your eggs on that thing. And if you don't play any of that card, then you're fine. You can also just get by on Kirishima being Kirishima, right? Like,
Sure.
Like, you don't ready
Plenty of people
coordinated.
have.
You get to ready passing the torch. Like, you still get +2 hand size anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
Like, you still get it. It's just, I don't like that build because it's so greedy. You know, it's all in on that greed. And like, I mean, but Chris Nixon is really good. I just didn't like that build because I thought it's the same thing I told Mark Tyner. I was like, dude, this is too greedy. It's too greedy. I don't like it.
I think it's what Sam Tate said in the chat during. You guys were talking about that with Sam.
Yeah.
You were talking with Sam about that, about how that's like the super greediest deck you've seen. Like that's like the super greed deck.
Yeah, it's like punch decks in general are already so greedy. Like the nuttiest thing is I don't even take momentum against them because punch decks will legitimately go attack, capturing evildoers, the Deku secret rare attack, pitch their hand, draw 3 more, try to keep going, capturing evildoers, play another thing, draw 3 more. Like they'll try to just do like absolute like baboon stuff every turn, and I'm like, no, I won't. You have to hit me. I'm not giving you a free momentum, you know. Like, so like, that's. I mean, like, I understand the high roll is super fun to experience, but for me, I revel in telling them no when they do that. Personally,
Sure.
When you can tell somebody who's just being an absolute greed monster no, that's my dream. I want you to stop having fun, you know?
Yeah, you're no longer are you allowed to enjoy things.
Slow down, Speed
I
mean,
mean, like
okay?
that's your brand, though, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to live up
Hold
to it.
the phone. Yeah, probably lives on the edge of being boring. He lives right on the cusp. He says, I could be exciting on one of these turns. Which one will it be?
Dude, I don't know if anybody watched the top 16 match. I'm sure everyone was bored off their pants, but like I stared down at a guy who built 2 apathetic on turn 2, right? And I was like, well, I guess he's just gonna flip my entire board. So my plan was, and I had 2 frog lashings in my hand, right? At like turn 3, right? But I needed him to overextend. It was gonna be for 20 damage each, okay? I was like, I can get a 3rd one and another attack, and he's dead, right? Because there's no way he can block all of them, and with also stuff in his card pool and yada yada yada. So I was waiting for him to overextend, or another frog lashing, because I knew 2 wasn't going to do it. So I was just blocking, and I was flipping my entire board by myself, too, because I was like, I have 15 foundations. That is +1 damage for each one of my frog lashings. So I was like, eventually he will overextend. And then he just had 2 of that Aoyama card that destroys one to ready itself. So he would attack 3 times, destroy his board, ready them, build 3, attack 3 times, and it was every turn, like every single turn. I was like, he's not overextending. And I was blocking everything. He was doing 0 damage, but like, I was sort of in the stalemate where I had to like, yeah, it was boring to watch, I'm sure, but like, I mean, what was I supposed to do? I had no way to interact with him because he was able to just keep recycling his apathetics. And at a certain point, I went to deadlock because I had no way out of it. And he had coordinated effort and 3 copies of super regeneration. So I would chuck throws to get momentum, right? Just to get momentum, because I knew it would do 4 damage and he would heal back 6, you know? So I had to actually kill him from full. No way to do anything about it, right? There's no way to poke him.
Super fun.
Yeah, it was extremely not toxic and super fun to play into. And even then, on the turn where he killed me, he attacked me like actually 7 times. I checked nothing but 3s, okay, to block, and I blocked like 5 times, okay? He had minus like 5 damage on his last attack. He still made it lethal, right? And I'm like, well, I can check a 5 here and still live, right? And then I kill him with my 2 frog lashings that are for 22 damage each. And I checked a 4.
Check a 5.
And I checked a 4.
Oh,
And I was like,
Of course you didn't check a 5.
Yeah.
You're not allowed.
And then the second game, I already told you guys, I missed lethal. I was just, I didn't count. I didn't count. Like I like stupidly opened with because he went into deadlock and I had the DLC card that makes him put 2 foundations in his card pool.
Sure, yeah.
I was just like, snap, okay, you're dead. You know, like he went into deadlock, you're just dead, right? And I didn't math it out. So I opened with my tongue whip instead of closing with it, which was a mistake. And so on the turn, I had 4, 20 damage attacks, but he just reset the damage of 2 of them, and I couldn't say no with Todoroki because I needed my final attack to be for 20 as well, and whatever. I played poorly. That's all it was.
It's okay, dude. Win some, lose some.
Yeah, you win some. That was I think the PPG player guy. He's like a Dragon Ball Super
is that the
pro.
DBS
Andrew,
champ?
yeah, Andrew Doval. He was very good. He was very polite. he was very like for a new player who's super knowledgeable, was doing the right plays. I think his deck has problems killing somebody who just doesn't want to die. Because both of the times
the Earth School in general. Right?
yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, I think that's not like reserved for him. I think that's a lot of people.
That's fair, but like, I mean, that was the only problem I saw with the deck, right? It's like, unfortunately, we had to stare down because like we had two decks that were like, well, I mean,
one of us has to blink.
Yeah, somebody has to, exactly. Yeah,
one of us has to blink.
Yeah, but we saw that when he played against Kevin in top 4, I think. Where like he was very resilient, but Kevin had the speed to get over his defense. And like that helps.
Jose, before you come back in, message the chat and give us 10 seconds to change it.
Give me 10 seconds. Yeah. It's not gonna matter. I'm gonna have to have it all
That's
set up.
true.
Anyway.
I mean, either way, it's gonna be fucked up no matter what, I guess, right?
But what was I gonna say? And then but it was cool to see a lot of these, like, a diverse format. I
loved the diversity of all of those Kirishimas.
Well, they were all playing different
kidding,
symbols. They were all playing different symbols. People are gonna meme.
I also think Bromley means that the different people, it's not just a bunch of old heads. But
I was also also
Kirishima. Rooting for all the old heads to win anyways, because I don't want new people to win.
Yeah, I love gatekeeping. I love it.
Dude, there was somebody super triggered on Facebook a while back, and it was probably a week or two ago, and he was like, there should be like an event only for new player who have never played UFS, right? Or something. Like, it was like,
UFS doesn't exist though.
No. But this was like literally like this. These people have an unfair advantage. They've been playing this game for like 15 years. They're just like better than us.
That's literally true.
And I was like, yes.
I think
yes,
Phil
I
was
am.
when he did that.
I started playing when I was 14.
Same thing.
I'm 30 this year.
Jesus Christ.
It was okay. So here's the thing. So I think it's an actual like problem, right? Locally, if you're just shitting all over the new players, like that is a problem, right?
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to do that to new players.
I showed up to Bromley's local and shit out all the new players.
Well, okay, but there's like context. You have to make sure that they're down with getting shit on. You need consent. You need consent.
They're in the stat play.
Yeah, I'll ask. I'll be like, you want to play like a real deck, or am I playing, and like sometimes they'll be like, no, I don't, like, because when I'm playing in the tournament, I'll play like a real deck because I need to put some respect on the name. But like, we need them to feel exactly. We gotta have the brand. We have to be on brand during the tournament. But like when we're playing like shits and giggles, we'll have fun, and then I'll try to teach them and things like I'll coach them through their kill turns and so on and so forth. But like it's important for them to see what like really good looks like, like a really good deck, a really good turn, and so on and so forth. So that they're just, because like if not, then they're gonna build 3 and they're gonna play attacks for the rest of the game, and they're gonna be like, why can't I kill you?
Yeah. I did that against a couple people this past Saturday. Like the whole manly passionate and blocking with like villains defeated, bringing it down. That guy mistriggered, and I'm like, nah, dude, you gotta do it this way. And like it didn't matter in the game like overall, but I was just like, dude, you gotta do it like this because this is the way the cards are worded, and you have to do it this way.
Right.
So if you're in an event against someone else who is trying to like rule shark you.
Yeah, you fix that.
They won't let you do it, but we'll walk it back. It's not that big of a deal. Game state didn't change at all, and it wasn't on stream, so it didn't fucking matter.
Dude,
even in the bottom tables, who gives a fuck,
Even in that top 16 match, I was like, dude, you committed too many cards. Or like you committed, like there was one part I felt kind of like a dick where he destroyed an apathetic and tried to bring it back. I was like, dude, you paid cost already,
Yeah.
But like that was the only time I felt like I was like even close to like sharking somebody, and that was in top 16. Like the
sharker, dude.
Yeah, but like
you
paid cost.
You heard it here first, guys. Chris Bromley loves to shark new players.
But
you heard it here first. At all costs, he wins at all costs.
He must win at all costs.
Chris, did you hear about Sam Tate walking me through his slow play? By the way, Rob, did you hear about this?
I watched Sam Tate slow play you.
He legally slow played me, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He took too long siding for what it's worth.
We were talking the whole time, like for sure. It was like
new rules. You guys both took too long siding.
It's 3 minutes, man.
My power went out in between games one round, so like we're not even gonna talk about the longest sideboard ever. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, actually went out. I had to get a deck check afterwards. Yeah, the judge came in and was like, game loss, and I was like, wait, what do you mean? I just won. This is between games. And he said, oh, I gotta go talk to somebody. But
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
Sam
they-
Tate,
they
and the
fa-
funniest
Were
thing,
they fast with that? Were they fast with the game lossing there?
yeah,
Is that
well,
what-
it was because like I
It is
actually like,
reasonable.
yeah, like the stream was gone. There was no way to.
Oh,
to
fair
confirm.
enough, fair
But it was between
Like,
games,
yeah.
so it was a little bit like he just like I
Mhm.
could have feasibly brought in outside cards or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
True.
but like Sam Tate legitimately went like, okay, on this turn I'm gonna play all the attacks in my hand with no intention of killing you, but I'm gonna play every enhance that I have available because we have 2 minutes left. And then he did that, and he
Oh.
didn't take a full minute for. He was like playing like at a reasonable pace, you know. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yep. And he explained it, and I was like, "That's impressive, honestly, very impressive."
It was the shuffle and the lead up to the slow play explanation that was really triggering me. I was watching. I was like, he's talking about slow play while slow playing you. I hate this so much. Let my boy get 2 turns, baby. Let
I
my
don't think-
Bromley get in there.
Bro, I had my turn anyway, and I drew up, and I had 6 foundations and a character in it, so like
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
happening either way. I just thought it was funny, you know. I thought it was funny at the end, especially since he wanted to draw at the beginning of the game anyway.
No, was he like ID? And you were like, what? It's round 2?
Yeah, I said it's round 3. Like it's kind of early for an ID.
Yeah.
I,
Which
like,
is weird that the IDs are actually in the rule book. Like they're okay with it.
Yep,
Like,
you're
should
allowed
be.
to.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because
Yeah.
I remember like was that in the old rules? I don't think they ever had anything like that in the old rules.
I think it was,
I think it was just like they
Not
didn't give a
addressed.
shit, but
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't like it, competitive integrity, but we can't
Yeah.
stop you. We
Oh, there's
can't
no
stop you from.
collusion.
We can't
Yeah.
stop you from sitting there for 60 minutes not playing attacks against each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, I was at a Wednesday weekly, and I was playing a dude, and we were in between games, going into game 3, and time was called, and the judge comes in, he's like, "Time's over." I'm like, "Oh, I scoop and give him the win," just because he's a newer player, just to give him
Sure.
some confidence or whatever. And the judge goes, "Well, I can't stop you from doing that, but you really shouldn't." Like a scoop, and I just turned my camera off. I'm just like, whoop.
He wins.
I'm done.
that's fun. Chris, did you play anybody? Any in particular that was like a funny experience during the tournament?
Me and Brad Townsley got paired round 1. That was fun.
Oh yeah, Brad did come in and talk about Dad.
Yeah, I got to play my boy,
Yeah.
and we went to a nice spicy it was like I won game 1 because I chucked him with Mount Lady stuff because 6 damage on throws is great.
Sure, that's pretty good.
And he was playing the Woodsman, and I was like, man, there's like a minute left in the round. I could have timer scummed him so bad, but he's my boy, so I can't do that. So I'm like, you know what, man? Kill me. And I'm like, I'm cool with draw, man. As long as none of the boys go down, it's like we're good.
If
We'll
I
draw.
if I ever get to the end of the game, I don't time scam people because I did something horribly wrong. I don't want to be playing UFS for 60 minutes. So
Yeah,
like if it gets to the end, I'm like,
After that,
can you kill me? It's fine. I don't want
After
to
that,
draw.
all my games were done with like 20 minutes left. I'm like,
There you
fuck
go,
this.
dude.
I don't want
Taco
to play
truck.
till I don't want to play till 60 minutes. And so I was just like, well,
That's tacos. That's taco time, baby.
yeah, dude. It's like, especially being at home, I can go eat. Like that was great. There's people complaining about, well, I didn't get to eat. Well, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Aren't you like 10 feet away from your fridge?
Nah, they're all playing Kirishima. They didn't have time.
I mean, like I
Or they're-
sided it, but I was still done with like 20 minutes left because I was just like, well, I'm just gonna aggro the hell out with them because I don't want to sit here and blow my brains out. It's like that
Well,
sucks.
joke's on you. That's why I built that Kamui deck. We wanted to not taco stand. We were gaming wanting people all day.
Did you not want people to go to the bathroom? They wanted
No.
to hold it all day.
You
I
had the-
paid for 60 minutes. I'm gonna get 60 minutes.
You had the weirdest. That was the weirdest deck to me because you were literally like, and you explained this to me. You're like, all right, well, we have Todoroki in the side deck for when we play against Kirishima,
Yeah.
and you just said you wanted to play one game. How do you ever side against Kirishima? You
Well,
don't.
against Kirishima, no, against Kirishima. I mean, that's top cut. They're gonna be a million in the top cut, right?
Yeah, but in rounds
In rounds, I can just beat him as Kamui.
because
Yeah.
he,
Yeah,
'cause he has to attack.
all right. If you're asking me
Someone's
questions
gotta
about the deck,
attack.
no. So here's the thing. Kamui is better against the good symbol Kirishima. It
Sure.
can beat the Void one, and it can beat the Earth one, just because the attack lineup is good, right? Tongue Whip is just that good, right?
Yeah, it's a good-
it's just
it's a
not
good
as good as Todoroki, because Todoroki gunks up the consistency, right? Todoroki says, no, you don't get to pick up a card with a hardened jab and do your third pickup for the turn. It says you don't get, like, you have to destroy that foundation. You don't get a replacement with hardened chop, or you don't get to discard a card out of my hand. I get to block everything this turn. So, like, Todoroki's better. And also, I side in 4 Tape Swing, and they're all for 15 damage, and that's pretty good into the character who has 0 access to Throw Hate, you know? Like, that's just good. But, like, I feel more confident about Kamui going into the rest of the format. He's better against Jiro. He's better against Ochako. Like, I mean, Chris experienced the
Oh God, that was horrible.
Ochako with the Kamui. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It was
What you did was you showed me the error of my ways, and then I still had deck anxiety all the way till Friday until I pulled the Mount Lady out of my packs, and I'm like, well, we're going with the woman, I guess.
Yeah, it's lady.
Going with the lady.
Yeah, and it's good because then you immediately played it first round of the tournament.
And I knew exactly what to do. I was like, I'm just gonna. I told Brad, like, Brad, I'm gonna throw you to death, and that's the only way I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a throw. I'm gonna put 6 damage or 8 damage on it, and you're gonna have to deal with it. He drew like 1 wall clean game 1, but game 2 he drew like every wall clean in his deck, and I'm like, well, I'm not beating.
I still think that fucking deck is the best deck, Kamui Woods. I think that deck's the best deck. No one's gonna tell me otherwise. You little high roll and Kirishima players aren't gonna convince me.
I mean, it's not, because I handed it to Brad, I handed it to Jose, I handed it to Jason, although he didn't play it.
You handed it to Brad, and Brad played 0 games before the tournament.
That is fair. No, I watched him play it. I watched him. I think he played it, and then there was somebody else.
Best deck in the format doesn't mean easiest to play, Bromley.
Okay, yeah, it's very difficult to play. I don't think it's the best deck in the format though, because it has problems killing people early. You know. And I think that in order to be the best deck in the format, it has to be good at every part of the game.
Phase.
And
I don't think Kirishima's good at every turn of the game.
Kirishima's good at every turn of the game. Every single turn.
I don't know, man. His late game's a little sussy unless it's the Earth one.
Can he kill people like on turn 2 sometimes, unless he high rolls the
He
jabs?
sure can. Yeah, if you just get jabs. If you get nothing but jabs and coordinator, you can kill
He can
people.
certainly kill people, but I feel like his late game's a little sussy if he doesn't play Earth. I feel like I think the Good's late game is so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like late game. Like, I don't think a good deck is ever beating you playing Kamui Woods.
I mean, I lost to Kirishima in the top 16. So, like...
Yeah, but that was the Earth one.
And that was the one I had the least experience against, you know?
Yeah.
It's also the symbol he's never played on, so that's, kind of crazy.
I mean,
You hit the classic top cuts into bad matchup strategy, dude.
Yeah.
You hit top cuts into the guy playing apathetic into your deck that's trying to stop him from doing good cards.
Oh, it's fine.
Your foundations.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things went wrong too, and that's fine. But like, that's not what I'm here to talk. I think that the best deck is the deck that won. I mean, I think Kevin had the best Kirishima deck, and I think that he was the best. You know, he played it the best at the event. So
I think that attack lineup is super. Like,
it was sick.
No.
It was sick.
Not to discredit anybody. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not trying to say that in the sense that it wasn't a very good deck. I just think that Kamui deck is the best.
It is sick.
Let's be real. Kevin, his hand was off stream. He definitely picked up some.
Plus, Kevin Broberg is a known cheater in the community. Like we all know that.
Yeah, I was on a team with Kevin, and I watched him bribe my opponents.
My biggest surprise is that he didn't get a game loss for a deck check.
Yeah,
That's
not
my
trying
biggest
to.
surprise.
Yeah, not trying to witch hunt, but Kevin Broberg, nobody deck checked you this tournament.
They deck checked us. They did. They did deck check us.
A little sus is all I'm saying.
Oh man.
I don't know if you guys checked out Rob's
At least
novel
he didn't
on
get coached by
Facebook.
stream. Yeah.
Dude, Rob wrote a giant novel about this weekend on Facebook. I think
Oh
we should
yeah,
talk about
I
it.
wanted
Did
to
you?
talk to him about it. Yeah, he had a great write-up that was actually just a subtle a subtle dig at diversity, right?
Yeah.
Was it subtle? It was awesome.
It was very subtle, dude. Very subtle. There were slight underpinnings, like in the part where you said diversity sucks, and the part where you said fuck diversity, and you said, yeah, that stuff was very subtle in my opinion.
I like how subtle you are, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, would you honestly, Rob, we haven't really gotten you into this. Can you go over for maybe the folks who haven't seen what the fuck you were talking about? We would love to hear your ramblings in person.
Sure. I mean, I guess I would assume at this point, like most people are familiar or have heard about diversity, which was a tournament rule for UFS before My Hero came out, where if basically the top 8 players, if multiple players are playing the same character, whoever was the top had the best like tiebreak, or basically whoever had the best record was in, and the rest of them like basically just got totally kicked out. Like they weren't even like counted; they were just out.
Not real.
Yeah, nah, it's I don't even why they even get out of bed. I don't know. So, obviously that doesn't exist for this, and I mean we had it I guess at the 1K for that Legendary Wolf did, where Shane and like Tony 2 basically played like the exact same deck and met in finals.
Yep.
And I was like, like kind of cool. I know, like, you've probably had this like with some of the Atlanta guys or like the Michigan guys or whatever, but like if you and say like Shoemaker had like teched some deck or like WAG or somebody like that, and you had some deck and you're like, this deck is awesome, like we think it is the absolute best deck in the format, and you want to go to like nationals or something. Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do like rock paper scissors to who gets to play it, or are you just gonna
drinking
play it and be
contest.
like, hey man, like,
drinking underneath the table.
Then I let Dave Wagner play my fucking Spike 1 deck at nationals, and he gets top 8.
Bro.
And I play fucking Skullman and don't get close because I'm like, it's probably fine. It's probably close enough. It was not close enough.
Messed up.
So to me, I don't know. Like, I mean, I definitely have some of that stuff with like Scott, where we were the only 2 players in the entire state, and like we might have a deck that we think is really good. Well, we both can't. I mean, we can both play it, but like you're taking a risk because if you both top, like one of you's getting like one of
Someone
you
gets
is gonna be
fucked.
salty,
Yeah.
And so for this tournament, I don't think there was anything like that. I don't think there was really like teams that had decks, but like I thought it was pretty interesting where yes, there were like 8 Kirishima on top 16 and 4
Oh
in
damn,
top
half,
4.
huh? That's
But the
pretty
thing
cool.
is it was like there was a void version, there was an earth version, there were good version, and like I don't know about the 2. I think there was 2 good decks, right?
Yes.
And then it was like earth and void in the finals.
A couple voids, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I know that the earth and the void were like completely different, and I don't know if how significantly different like the good builds were, but to me it's sort of one of those things where yeah, they're the same character. Yeah, we know Kirishima's really good. We've known he's really good pretty much since they previewed him, right? But you sort of get to see like different aspects of the character. Like people are playing him differently. They're doing like different things, and it was just nice to like see all these guys like have a good record and like not get crushed because like they had slightly worse tiebreakers or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a
And the
worse
other thing is,
situation than 7 guys get knocked out of top cuts.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
just 7 guys get knocked out on top, so I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be.
fucking care.
Well, that, I mean, they were
Yeah,
bad.
Chris
I think
Smith
they're, like,
needs to be 32nd place to get in. So
I did get diversified in 2020 Worlds, but whatever. Who cares?
So the thing though too is like for everyone, obviously there was a big uproar about like Kirishima, about coordinated effort and everything like that. And what we've definitely seen in the past is characters that people pretty much agree are like a problem. They kind of linger because maybe they don't win it.
Sure.
Like Dimitri, like he won one event, and everyone was always like, "This guy's awful. He like invalidates all these decks and blah 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 blah." But like, there was only ever one of them in top 8, and so something like that. Like if Kevin was the only Kirishima that gets in the top 16, and then he has like a bad game or just gets like absolute brick draw or like the Todoroki plays, like if that Todoroki actually sees like Dark Shadow Ruins when he has openings and like kills
I'm talking
him.
about Tokiyami, not Todoroki.
Tokiyami, dude.
Right, the weebs at home will be pissed.
Yeah,
Bird guy.
I'm molding.
In just so much shade.
What that means.
But,
Mad and balding.
right.
Oh,
and
that's
I mean,
me.
I think he could have easily like lost that match.
Yeah.
With like if the other guy had a bit better luck,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden it's just like like Kirishima's really good, but he lost. Like it's no big deal.
It's fine. 15
like-
other characters are still around and not
Yeah.
him.
I mean, that's what
Like-
people said in that 1K that Tam won and beat me in the final of. And like I had to kill 5 Kirishimas, one of them twice between
Yeah.
singles and top cut, and people were like, "Oh, well, you didn't win." Like,
Yeah.
it's the same conversation every single time. Like, no! I built my deck to kill Kirishima! Why can't I get backpats for, like, building the deck to kill that guy? You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not... It's, like, that character's fucked up. Clearly fucked up. And people are going overboard right now. Like, everybody knew this. It's not... It's like before Mark Tyner won Worlds with that Cassandra deck. Like, everybody knew Shield Big Bang was gonna get banged. Everybody.
exactly.
Everybody knew it. I knew it.
They just
Mark
didn't
knew
ban
it.
it before the event for some
Yeah,
reason.
in the PTC I won.
exactly.
The PTC I won before that event. I beat a Cassandra deck that was looping Shield Big Bang because my deck was tech to fucking beat it. Right? Like it was. I was playing Quan Chi with actually 7 different ways to yeet it out of the card pool or seal it or remove it from the game. Like so many different ways. And like, you know what happened at the event was the day before the event, I played Mark Tyner and I beat the brakes off of him for 8 straight hours, and then he put in Verdant Slaughter and I couldn't beat it anymore. Like, like so like that's like what happens is that...
Was that at the hotel room?
That
Were
was
you
at
guys
the
doing
hotel
that at the hotel room?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, we ruined... Oh, God
Yeah,
damn
you
it.
ruined it for me, dude.
I'm sorry, man. Oh, man,
guys-
I feel
Man,
partly
Chris
responsible.
Bromley, I'm betrayed now. I'm feeling really rough about this. I'm feeling actually particularly rough that somebody had Verdant Slaughter for this guy to actually put in his deck. Who the fuck carried around Verdant Slaughter?
It wasn't me. I didn't
Like,
have all my cards in the room.
What?
They had all their cards. It was also... He actually showed me the Kevin Broberg 2 deck that he had that got banned later that year, you know? But like...
Mark Tyner's a menace, bro.
He likes unfun, and I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
Sign him to the brand, dude.
We need. That's a sponsored player right there.
That's an unfun player. For
Speaking
unfun
of,
stuff.
and not to, I'll go back to what we were talking about. But do you see that Cementos got previewed, and Mark Tyner posted, "You need to ban this, or else I will make everybody." Oh my God, Jose! Or else I'm going to give
Did he
everybody.
warn you this time?
Yeah,
You
No.
get
warned
no
him.
warning. You don't deserve one.
He warned
Oh,
them.
shit. Are you serious?
There's no warning.
Yeah, he warned them this time. So you know he's learning. He's learning. Anyway, back to what Rob was saying. I think a lot of people who have experienced diversity, they came back and they're like, well, here's an answer to this problem, and god damn it, no. It's not going to work in a 1 or 2 or even 3 set format. It's just not going to work.
Yeah.
Secondarily, releasing the second set, which is another argument that I saw, is not fixing that situation either.
Yeah, no way.
You know, like just releasing new cards doesn't prevent that guy from... He was beating the brakes off of everybody else, and like by and large, I think the rest of the format is like pretty healthy. You know, I think like Asui's this insane race card, Tokiyami's this insane race card. You know,
character.
well, there's ways to interact with it if you want it. Just saying.
That's true. Yeah.
But and you know, Conway's a good control deck. Todoroki's a good control deck. You know, you have this weird toolbox that Jiro and Ochako 1 get to
Ochako,
use.
yeah.
You know, Ochako 2 is this crazy. You know, she can like high roll you on 2. Like
And then you have like the slot machine Mina, where you can just like, cool, man, I'm gonna just play attack for free.
Yeah.
It's awesome. She's like,
sometimes
what?
it's a 7
Great.
diff. You know, like whatever.
Yeah. Who cares? I play it for free.
I played it for free.
Yeah.
Like
True,
I
true.
think by and large the rest of the format is pretty it's pretty close. And I think like personally, I don't know about you guys, like having played into this stuff for as long as we have been playing with it, I think coordinator effort just has to go. It is.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since release. I saw that card and I was like,
Yeah.
it is too much. It is way too much.
Since previews, actually.
It's kind of the crux of literally all of those symbols is offense
I was
right
gonna say,
now.
that's
It
what I'm
is.
curious about is,
It is.
what percent, you know, it's almost to sort of channel Garrett. Like, what percentage of, you know, tops, like, was running coordinated effort, you know?
Oh.
Like,
At least
Hiroshima
half.
obviously
At least
was
half.
At least half.
over half.
Even the
over
All
half.
Might decks, even the
was
All Might
every
decks
All
were
Might
running
deck
it, so you're easy over half. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at any deck on the symbols, like you were playing Mount Lady, were you were on Void?
No, I was on good. I
You're on
ran
good.
I ran the good.
So
package
reverse
with-
throw and stuff, because I
Yeah.
play it off of Void, and I play tape swing, and I play the tape toss,
Tape
right?
toss.
But like I also play coordinated effort in that, and I'm sure you played in your good list too. There's no reason not to.
Did you
There's no
know
reason
Mount
not
Lady
to.
has
I
3
had
symbols with
11.
that card?
I had
Weird.
11 six checks in my deck.
I was saying because like
Yeah.
that
was
jab.
awesome.
I mean, jab is in like all those decks too, but like jab
Right.
isn't the problem. Jab is the problem because coordinated effort.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Right.
jab without coordinated effort picking up the card you just blocked is not
It's fine.
as offensive to me. Yeah, I think it's
And a boopy.
it's a great card. That's a 3 difficulty, and that is a problem with his cards, right? Hardened Chop is a 4 difficulty with 5 diff stats. Hardened Jab is a 3 difficulty with a 4 difficulty stats, and like that's like somebody just wanted his support to be like above and beyond everybody else's stuff. It's like looking at Akimbo, right? Like Akimbo is a 4 difficulty 3 high 3, right? But it's actually a 3 high 8. And sorry, it's actually a 4 high 8, even if it was the first one you played. Like, it's like looking at Cassie Cage's stuff to me. And that's why I bitched about Cassie Cage for as long as I did. Because her stuff is
a totally fine and terrible character, but
Yeah.
support.
Then the support came out. And this is a case of
Rob
where...
is 100% against the Cassie Cage meta.
He hates
Listen,
Cassie Cage.
listen, and I appreciate the meme. Is that still
Eric
pinned?
Bryant proved that man completely wrong.
Is that message still pinned in Shameless, Rob?
I think so.
I bet it
Probably.
is.
Yeah.
So, on the other hand, now, like, Cassie Cage won one tournament, right? And
Yeah, she won nationals. Like, no big
Yeah.
deal.
Not big deal.
no big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal at all.
Been there, done that.
Also
you
beat
know.
the brakes off of me in top 16, by the way. Kirishima's an insane character, right? Like, even without coordinated effort, I still think he's the best character in the format, just in terms of consistency, because he gets
Probably.
a free card every turn, and he's effectively, like, he's like Yoshimitsu, except instead of having to do this weird Manji Ninjutsu loop where I have to go and check the right card and stack it on top of my deck in order to go grab the thing that I want, he's just like, oh no, I have it right here. That's cool.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, like he's still the best character in the format. He's got an insane consistency just baked into it, but he also has the benefit of the best support in the format. Like I compare manly passionate guy with what's that card? The Momo card, Beauty is a Weapon, right?
Yeah.
It's actually
you're
like
talking
her
about-
her with the perfume and it's a weapon.
You're talking about Rising Starlight.
Rising Starlight, yeah.
That card sucks.
They're like very similar. Rising Starlight is actually a really good card. It is an extremely good card. Manly Passionate Guy is just a fucked up card.
So I
it
put
is
together
fucked
like a
up,
Momo deck just for like locals, and it's just one of those things where it's like it's fun. I kind of just build decks like whether or not they're like just sort of enjoyable. Like I'm not trying to build the best deck.
Sure.
Like, I'm just trying to like play something fun.
Yeah.
If I lose, great,
Mhm.
but whatever. But I know like I was playing Momo and I'm just doing all this, like cards are going all over the place and I'm doing all this stuff and I'm like, oh, all right, like what did I do? And it's like, well,
Absolutely not.
Plus two,
my
plus
attack
two.
got, like 2 speed
And 2 damage.
I gained a life
Yep.
and I did a lot of work
And I lost the foundation.
and like nothing happened. And then it's like you look at Kirishima and he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like you look at Kirishima's support, his worst card is Hearted Pummel, right? And that card's insane.
His Ultra is definitely his worst card.
and that card's
It is,
good. That
but
card's still
that
good.
card's really good.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Like that character support is just stupid, and it's just I don't know if coordinate effort going solves the problem because I think
I think it's the
it may
first
be
step,
the
though.
enabler.
I think
It
it's
is
the
the
first
first
step.
step.
Yeah, I
Right.
think it's
It
the
is
first
the
step.
first.
Yeah,
I think
because
you go effort, then you go jab, then if that's still the problem, you have to errata the character. 'Cause I know they always like doing characters last.
yeah, I think it's coordinated, and then you would errata the character. Like
Yeah.
because like the most frustrating thing about playing against the character is that I cannot attack turn 2, because if he went second, or even if he went first, right? Like I can't attack because then he's gonna build a freer foundation and get way ahead of me, And
Playing
so like
flash
that
decks?
that feels bad. Oh, you can play flash deck, sure. I
Yeah.
agree with that. I agree
I mean,
with that.
I'm kind of sad no one liked my idea where he's legal, but if you play him, you get banned forever. No one liked my suggestion.
Yeah, what a concept.
I thought everybody liked that. That was the most popular idea.
I think another thing that's being overlooked potentially at this moment. I don't keep up on this fucking spoiler season. He's gonna get a second character, and if you follow all of this, everybody's second character just gives their first character more support, so he could just be more fucked up.
It's a
with
DLC though,
Yeah,
right?
he's in the DLC, so he'll only get 2
Okay.
cards. But
Yeah,
Sure.
let's look at the DLC cards. We
But
had
the issue
Slow
is, like,
Combo,
a lot of the
we had
characters-
Tongue
he
a lot
shares
Rip.
2 symbols with what's his face?
Yeah, Tetsu. Yeah, he gets free
Well,
DR in the
no,
next set too.
Whatever.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
The old guy, Torino, and
Torino.
Torino's all
Yep.
about like building all his stuff.
2
face
symbols
down,
for them.
So
Deku and Bakugo are both Earth characters for some reason.
Well, they're trained by
He-
All Might. That's the reason.
Seems like there could be a little bit of an issue in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
future.
I know. The pop.
Honestly-
Some of the underlying people are saying that. Well, he's probably gonna get worse with answers in set 2.
No.
He also could get way fucking better.
Yeah,
because
Like the thing with the
they're
character like
getting
Kirishima,
new pieces.
Yeah.
the more commit and flip effects that he gets, the better he becomes.
Better
That's
he's
just
gonna
how
be.
that works.
The game is I don't like the direction they're doing it, where it's literally like building upon the resource symbols and making them all do the same thing. I think it's stupid because you're just overloading things that people already do, and you're gonna make them way too good at a certain point because every character is just getting more support for their own thing. And then they have like these other weird branch off characters that are just giving more support to this thing, the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 characters in the next set give like Momo cards to fuck around with. And I don't
I'm
think
okay
Momo's
with that,
good,
because
right?
my
I don't think
girl needs
Momo's
some help.
good. But like
Needs some
if
help.
you keep giving her more and more like weapon cards or whatever, weapon foundations, whatever the fuck actually makes her do stuff, maybe eventually she gets too good.
Yeah.
Or like stuff like that,
Is
where
that
like
really
you
a
can't.
bad thing though?
Yeah, because you don't want things to be too good, right?
Well,
I know,
okay,
I understand.
okay.
I was just
Well,
being
we
facetious.
learned that by looking at standard, right? Like I've said this.
Yeah.
I've said this for like a long time now. That character is going to scale, right? The bigger and
Yeah.
deeper the format gets, the better she gets because she needs options. Right
Right.
now, she's got one thing, and it's
Yeah.
not good. You know, like Staff Strike is like a hot meme, but it is still a meme.
Yes. It's a big meme.
Yeah, so like that's absolutely correct. There's tons of really really nutty characters like this Tokiyami that got previewed. And I haven't gotten a chance to like show previews this week. That's fine. We're just not going to do it. But
We don't need
that
to.
Tokiyami says ready to ally foundation.
Giving him the guile treatment, kids.
Right.
He's
We're
giving him the guile treatment.
giving him the guile treatment. But he readies 2 ally foundations, and there's like 1 right now on his symbols, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
There's literally one and it sucks.
there may be more, and they might be insane. Like, what if there's an insane enhanced commit cost on an ally card in the future? He might get really, really nuts. Like, that's like something
Yeah.
you have to think of for all time as a designer. Luckily, I'm not doing any of that, so fuck that shit.
Yeah, when
You
you
know?
go when you give somebody a generic effect that's good with a whole branch of generic cards, it has potential to scale infinitely.
Oh, hi, All Might. How you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the other side of that is that like synergy feels good, right?
Sure.
You know, so like as we built up, it's nice. That's the best part about UFS is like looking back 5 sets. Like the exciting part of retro was like, yo, it's like there were 7 new sets. You know, when I was playing retro,
Sure.
like I got to look at all this SNK stuff and the old Red Horizon stuff and be like, what's nuts?
Dude, King
now?
of Fighters block is still my favorite UFS block ever.
That's because you're an old man, Chris Smith.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and- yeah. And that's the set I came in on. So,
Yeah, those sets came out before Jose was born, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But-
correct.
But I did enjoy playing Dr. Willie, so, you know, good for him.
Dr. Willie.
Doc Trey Willie.
Dr. Willie.
Dr. Willie.
But yeah, I think that in general, it's a good thing for characters that are like older to get new stuff. It's just like I would like to see more parody and like
Sure.
I think that you know you just gotta. This character is clearly too good. I think that's the end.
Well, I
of
mean,
it.
like that's kind of like a one set problem right now, right? That
Sure.
everything kind of does similar stuff because they haven't been able to flesh out anything. So maybe in the next couple sets we get some differences.
And I could be entirely wrong, right, guys? And it could just be like these are similar. These are the same characters, but only like one card is gonna help previous versions of the character or something like that. Where
right.
like that's a nice gentle build up,
Mhm.
as opposed to just being like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Here's a new Tokiyami. Now his fucking bird card at the end of the chain is gonna get 80 speed instead because there's 700 ally cards and they don't count towards progressive because that's his thing.
yeah.
With
Yeah.
respect, if you look at all the Idas, they all do like they all do
Similar
speed things,
stuff.
right? They do
Yeah.
speed things, but it's not the same things, right?
Sure.
Like the
I mean,
7-hand
Eda
size.
3 doesn't do. Well, Eda 3 does the EX thing,
Yeah,
right?
he's
the
it's
EX guy.
He's messing with speed just by warrant of like having like.
He's also
fucking-
really good.
But it's way
like that
different though. It's way different than like
Yeah,
the first one. The first one's just like here's a big poke. That one is like every attack is super
Yeah.
fast once I get a momentum. You know.
Yeah.
The second one is like I don't know. No one's
Bad.
no one's ever played him. So.
No,
not
wait,
real.
Rob
Whoa,
loves
I was
that
about to
character.
say, I've been playing a lot of Eda 2.
He doesn't
and
exist.
I gotta tell you, life is hard.
Life is hard. Existence is pain,
It
dude.
is hard.
Man.
I played, so like
I gotta
last,
tell you, shit sucks.
last week, I played Eda 2 a bunch, and I played into Float Combo Shigaraki.
Bad
Man.
time.
Boy, like, well, they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out. You can block it. You're gonna take 6. And you're like, yeah, I have 13. Okay.
Oh, Rob,
Okay.
no. You should have given it +4 speed and then -2 damage. Come on.
Okay, well, see, I'm still gonna die. So like I was dealing with that, and then, you know, we're like, oh, we'll try something else. And I played against Mineta, and it turns
Oh.
out, you know, when you're like, you know, water doesn't have any speed hate, and Mineta's like, yeah, but I got speed hate.
But I am the speed hate.
You know, like double creepy realization out, and you're like, but how do I do any damage? It's all
That's the
You
neat
don't.
part. You don't.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. The part where you don't.
That's
I
the neat
mean,
trick.
Bromley did that to me on a Wednesday weekly. He's like, "Well, I'm going to commit these creepies and minus million damage," and I'm like,
Okay.
I watched
I'm
that
done.
card's crazy. I watched probably give his attack 19 damage with it or some shit.
That
He
card
was
is
like he
stupid.
he
That
was
card
like,
is
I'm
dumb.
gonna commit one. I'm
Yeah,
gonna commit another one.
that is a
I'm gonna commit another
standard
one.
card. That
Yeah,
is
creepy is
actually a
standard good.
standard card. That card
then-
is
Standard good.
And then
Nuts.
Sam Tate had the plus ultra
Yeah.
on a 9.
Yep.
I gotta say, the one thing that I have taken from playing a lot of Eda 2, which
It's bad.
was absolutely confirmed this weekend, is high engine kick is bonkers good, and acceleration kick is like I don't think as good, but
It has
Definitely,
it has its niche. It has its
definitely
niche.
like a decent card. Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem is always like playing it on like a 6 or a 7, and I'm like, oh, like if I check pad, it's so brutal. And then I see like Kevin playing it, and I'm like, man, it's a lot easier to pass that when you just have a bunch of free foundations. What am I doing?
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things about it, right?
Like,
Why am I wasting my time with this
Yeah,
card?
yeah.
Hold on
I'm
a
like-
minute. Your
I'm like,
character
obviously
ready's
my
a,
attack lineup is perfectly fine. I'm just
Yes.
playing the wrong character.
your
Oh, yeah,
character
you are.
ready's a
Totally.
one diff, sir. That's like a free foundation.
Blech.
I will say though that like it's nice to see progression though.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like Midoriya 1 to Midoriya 2, right? Like it's cool in terms like Midoriya 1's kind of a hot meme. He's cool for new players because you get to be like, smash, and you plus 10 damage a thing. But like the new one's like, oh, he's just doing the one finger thing, right? You discard one card and get like a more control over it. It's not 10 damage, it's 3 damage, and so like that's cool and that's tight. That's a way to like figure out how like to get scaling like that. You know, how do you like put into a card game how this character gets better as a hero, right?
Sure.
And like same with Bakugo. Like Bakugo, when he's like in that first bit, he's just like punching.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm gonna keep going, right?
I'm gonna make stuff explode a lot.
And then like, but if you look at the second character, he's doing combos. He learned that it's
Yeah.
not just about throwing whatever; it's about doing the right thing into the right thing. You know?
Yeah.
And
They're
like,
learning.
he's learning. It's cool. It's cool in like a lore sense. Right?
We love
Bromley's
weeb
getting into some
shit.
deep lore right
I like the
Yeah.
lore, dude. Big fan.
I
Personally,
love
no,
weeb
I like
shit.
that
the
stuff.
weeb smacking
I'm gonna-
weeb meme right now. Where's
Wait, this
Devin
is based on
Bernier
a
at?
TV show?
This is based on the hit TV show.
I'm still gonna play
Arcane.
whatever mechanically I like to play anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah,
but,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
But you know, for like
I'm gonna
it's
not.
fun. It's fun, and I think it's cool.
Hey, Bromley, can you give me the lore on Kamui Woods real quick?
Well,
That guy-
he says lacquered chain prism one time.
Hold on, no, I got
That
this, I
guy's
got
like
this, I got
number
this.
5 hero, dude,
I got you. I got you, Chris. I got you.
or number 8 hero. Kamui Woods now, dude. He's up there.
I don't know where Mount Lady stands, but
She's
she
like
stands
5.
Oh,
one of them
no,
is
Chris,
one of them
she
is
stands
they're
really
both,
tall.
They're both
she
top
stands
10.
Can
really
you
tall.
see? Can you see this? Can you see this chat?
They're
Here's
both
the
top
lore.
10, dude.
Oh man, he's
Okay.
posting the lore.
Here's the lore.
That's
Here's
right.
the lore.
It's
Drive
just a
your ass
picture.
around.
It's just a picture of Kamui Woods and Mount Lady in a car, guys.
Yeah, that's the lore.
It's
I can
probably a
bring it up.
Subaru.
Subaru.
It's
They're
a super
co-workers,
weird-
you know.
It's a Subaru.
He's just an office man. He goes to work. He punches his clock. He like beats the crap out of some villain. Then he goes.
Yeah,
back
I mean
home.
he's a blue collar guy like the rest of us.
Yeah, he's a blue collar man.
He's a working man.
It's Wood
He-
Spider-Man. That's all.
I don't
He's
want
the
to check
working
my
man's hero.
posture, dude.
He's a working man's hero.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
I got it. Anyway,
That's
all right,
the deep lore.
all right. But I thought the guys who ran it, those Carta Magic guys, I think they did a
Yeah.
pretty great job. The rounds didn't take forever.
Which was nice.
The end of time procedure was a little funky. It being like exactly 10 minutes, or like this, it was like regular end of time, but also you only had 10 minutes was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's a thing that Bandai did for DBS for like the longest time, and then
Dude,
they got rid of it because
That
people were
makes
getting
so much
screwed.
sense because they just
Yeah.
keep doing that. They just keep taking things from Dragon Ball Super and like shipping
Yeah.
it. And
Send it, brother.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but nobody plays that game. Stop doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, Super.
People
even
played- people
even their
played the
world
fuck out of it.
champion is playing our game instead.
Oh, is that the guy that beat you?
Yeah, this guy that beat me.
Oh, he's a world champion? Hey, at least you lost to a world champion, dude. That's not bad.
Yeah, he was very
not
good.
bad,
He was
man.
very good.
No, we
Yeah.
lose to a world champion every day we play you. Like, that's not new.
I'm not a world champion.
What do you mean you're champion of my world?
Oh.
Oh, that's
That was
nice.
cute.
Oh,
That was cute.
very cute.
I got double denied by Mark Tyner from being a world champion. Guys.
That's messed up.
Oh, by the way, you can see. Speaking of Woodman and speaking of hot memes, look at my card. Did they spell my name wrong?
Chris Bromley?
Chris Bromley, dude.
Good if they Chris Smith.
So I can say,
Content
like,
creator is your accolade? They didn't even give a fuck about looking up these accolades, did they?
No.
They didn't give a fuck.
They said Sam Tate
Well, they
was
got-
a new player.
They got Kevin Broberg's his
Nah,
2013
man, the
Canadian
best
Ads.
one was Clit Thomas, dude. That's still the
Clinton
best.
Thomas.
Yeah, can we see Clit Thomas?
See
I'll have
Clit
to find
Thomas,
it.
please.
I'll have to find. Let me go find it.
sort of saying, I was like, you know, if I topped, like, what would they put as like accolades? I was like, do you like volunteer them or do they make them up?
No, I'm pretty
found
sure.
him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was Tim Friedlieb. Came in and he wrote them up for them.
Clinton!
Clinton Thomas.
Clinton Thomas.
We love Clinton Thomas. My boy.
But no,
Yeah,
the guys did fine. Like,
Yeah,
the
Clinton
tournament- I was
Thomas
surprised.
gate
Like,
kept me too, bro.
it was
Oh
like
my
a
God.
giant. It was the the biggest Jasco event like ever, right? In Jasco's
think so.
game.
It was the biggest Jasco event ever, yeah.
Yeah, so the guys did fine, you know, and
Yep.
there were some hiccups, but I mean, I had a couple small gripes, but it was more along the lines of, well, you had to look at the app for the timer or be on the Discord channel for the timer, and then that could randomly disconnect you, which means you lose your match. So
Yeah. I had an
than that, it was
alert. I had an alert for the timer. But like it was a little funky.
I think that app is so fucking dumb, dude.
Oh, Best Coast pairings? Can we talk
I
about
think
pairings? About
fucking
Best Coast
dumb.
pairings? I know what happened because I have the back end. I know what happened.
It's so fucking dumb, dude.
So what they did,
The wrong tiebreaker.
they picked the wrong tiebreakers. So they just changed the orders. It lets you in Best Coast pairings you can have matches one, games one, opponent matches one, opponent game one, and then there's like an RNG one, like just random. You can actually have that as a setting as random. But what they did
Yeah,
was
it's fair and balanced, dude.
they put game win percentage above opponent win percentage.
Right.
And that totally futzed it up.
Yeah,
It did. And so they had to do a replay. Somebody had to message poor Osei Tyson and say, hey dude, sorry you didn't make it.
Was it just
make it.
one guy that they fucked
No,
up? Or
there
was
were
it
a
a
few.
couple?
There were a few. Yeah, there were a
There's
few.
two.
Yeah, because Ryan Field made
yikes.
it in, and
and
Goose
the
was.
guy, there's a guy who went like 6-0 and then lost to top 2 seeds and didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnstone.
Originally a
under the original
503.
pairings. Yeah.
Originally a 503 made it in instead of John Stone, who was 6'2".
Yeah, it was fucked up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as far as I can tell, like,
but don't feel
I'm
bad
sure-
for them. They gave them I think free admission into the next provisional anyways. So
And they
they
probably
got
gave 'em, like,
they
top
entered in
prize
early.
and
So
whatever.
don't.
That's
feel too
cool. That's cool. That means they don't have to fucking fight tooth and nail to get in.
I mean, like
I mean-
tickets sold out this morning. So
Oh,
like,
really?
It was,
Nice.
yeah, dude. Like, what they sold 120 something in 5 minutes, and then sold out. I think this morning.
I don't have a
Hey,
webcam,
is-
so
We know.
My only yeah, we are well aware.
you know, if you hadn't found out,
My only gripe with the system is like these are selling out instantly, and I'm sure it's not always gonna be the case. For these opening couple months, you got to put more out there, man. Like you got to let more people fucking play in these.
Yeah, it
I
also.
know that they're gonna do
Yeah.
like 3 on the main website. They have a couple like graphics. I think they're doing seasons, like the first season's the first 3, and then the next 3 months, like every quarter, there's going to be 3 of them. So like one, February,
not
March,
enough.
April. No,
That's
it's
just not enough.
It won't be. So I think what they're gonna do is end up having when in real, because I think Legendary Wolf is in person.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they all are gonna have. They're gonna start having in-person events, and then still have webcam events for those people who can't travel.
That's
'Cause I know
probably
there's
the
talk-
right way.
There's probably, I think there's talk about they're gonna have an in-person nationals and a webcam nationals. So there's gonna be 2 different versions. So
Huh.
I think that webcam nationals are scaled, like their points aren't as scaled as good to getting into, or as little or less people get points or whatever in your wins on the webcam one or whatever. I don't know. It's just stuff on the website that I've been reading. So
I mean,
Well,
I'm
you have
all
read
down
way more
for-
than I have at this
Dude,
point.
I don't
then, yeah.
mean,
You have all read way more than I have, bro. I
Yeah.
come on this show once a week. It's the only time I talk about UFS unless it's like somebody bringing up a meme, you know? It's like the only time. Unless Sam Tate really is talking to the boys, like really getting into it on the Discord, you know? I'm like, I'll talk. I'll talk about how I like a bird guy and fucking losing and webcam weeklies with it. I can't go. I can't go easy on players because they get too excited when they beat me. It's just
Yeah.
True,
not.
like me.
I do.
I get too excited when they beat me.
So it's one thing I will say, like, and I say this as the guy trying to open a shop right now. Okay,
You're beautiful.
there's nothing on there. There's nothing out there for like how a game store would get a provisional, right? Like they have how much the kit is, which is dirt cheap. Okay,
Yeah, it's fucking cheap as shit.
everybody paid $22 or something like that.
it was
and
$20, man. They made like $5,000 off.
They
that thing.
made so much money off of
Sure.
those first ones, right? Nobody knows how to get these things. Like Rochester doesn't have one, and Rochester's been like I mean, didn't they just have their 10-year anniversary? You know? Oh, there they are, right? Asmodee knows how to do it. We got Jesse Cervini in the chat. But
Yeah.
like if I were a
That's my
local
guy.
game store owner, I'd be like, how do I get one of these? Like
You
now,
suck Asmodee's dick.
now, like I want to know now because
So, like, don't you have to like be able to house like 200?
no,
plus
you don't need to
people
because
on
it's
stage?
online. It's online, right?
Oh, the online.
It's online.
One. Sure,
Just
sure,
run
sure,
an online one.
Like, I have no idea how they're gonna cram as many people as they're gonna think they're gonna get.
Well,
in
that's
Legendary
why
Wolf.
originally it was 126, right?
Yeah. I think that Legendary Wolf one is capped.
Yeah, that one is capped at
Okay.
126, 100%.
Okay.
But like these early ones are going to be because there's scarcity, right? It's going to be much more hard to get into. So like these 3 companies get a huge bump in terms of like the numbers that they get for it, right?
Notoriety
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, and so like if you're on the tail end, if you're in the November provisionals, you're probably going to get less people. I mean, unless this game continues to grow, and awesome, great for the game and great for all
Yeah.
of us and great for the stores and rising tide raise all ships and all that jazz. But like, I do think that the information should be out there for the game stores out there
Yeah.
because there's lots of people who have great shops, you know, that I think that should be able to have these, and also it helps everybody, you know, like because these promos right now are 1 event scarce, and eventually, hopefully, they're going to be like 20 events scarce. That would be awesome to me, you know, like
Yeah.
Well, you also have the redemption program, so you can just redeem them starting in March. So if you really can't make it to any of the events, they have the redemption program. If you want to get non-foil versions, bleh, you know. So, but
Dude, I would love.
Gross.
Can I get non-foil versions of like ultra rares? Yeah.
Can I get? Yeah.
man.
Can I get? Honestly, can I get the exact opposite of XRs? All my cards are bending like fucking half pipes.
yeah, they are. Yeah.
My cards look like fucking half pipes right now, guys. I gotta like,
They look like
I gotta like
Pringles.
bend. I gotta like rebend my deck like all the time. And I don't shuffle like Mark Wisniewski. I know how to shuffle. All right.
Oh, you mean like a gorilla?
Yeah.
yeah, just I don't have that problem, guys. I live in Miami and I don't have that problem.
Yeah, dude. Maybe it's just this fucking frigid weather, dude.
It is. It's
Possibly.
the frigid weather. It happens to me
Possibly.
too.
It's the frigid heat wave for sure.
Oh Jesus!
I
No,
hate
go
you,
home.
Jose. I hate you.
Stop
Oh
it.
yeah. By the
I am
way,
home.
I now have 3 of those first edition. I don't know what the going market is, but hit me up, boys. Hit me
I
up.
think they're like 50 or 60 bucks.
They're
Hit
expensive.
me up.
Dude.
Hit me up.
They're fucked up expensive.
Mitchell stole the rest of my cards for my deck, so I don't even have one anymore, guys.
I
Oh,
do.
Jesus.
I do have a quick poll for the gamers in chat since we have tons of people here. I wanted to ask because we are hosting our Unfun Stuff not provisional. It's a $500 event. I'm putting my money up for it.
500 event.
$500 event. I wanted to ask people because I've been asked a lot. I originally had it slated for webcam because I thought it had to be webcam in order for me to hand out packs. Apparently that's not true. I can do TTS.
Oh.
Okay. So I wanted to ask chat if they would prefer TTS
Webcam.
or webcam. Okay.
Always webcam because old people like me
Bro.
can't run TTS.
Yeah.
Give me the fuck out. Give me the fuck out of the webcam, dude.
Put that.
Wait,
in
don't
chat.
type TTS. Type 1 or 2.
Type 1 or 2. Yeah. Because that's important. Okay.
I mean,
that's
Tim
important.
Keefe knows the pain of me and TTS flipping the table when I'm trying to make a control check. Tim Keefe knows the problem.
I don't
I
know
can't. I got a
how
heavy
you
hand,
could
bro.
have done that.
Can't you just like hit one button and like undo that though?
Yes,
you
can.
can. You can,
You can literally
turn back time.
You can actually turn back time.
Yeah.
I mean, I was promised Celine Dion, not Cher, so
Yeah.
My heart will go on for you. I need to play that.
there
I'm
we go,
sorry.
thank
My bad.
Near, far, wherever you are.
Sing mode.
There we go, sing mode.
And by the way, since I have the poll up, yes, we are running on March 6th, which is a Sunday, because I don't want to fuck with Sam Tate's, thingy. We're running a $500
I'll be there.
Yeah, it's
if
gonna be
it's on
sick.
TTS.
Yeah, and it's 2 events. So like, people, if you scrub out and you don't win money, you can also play in the side event, which is gonna be.
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be My Hero Academy only. Highlander. 0 symbol
But-
chaining required.
No symbol chaining. Play your 50 favorite
Yeah.
cards.
Play your 50
with your
favorite cards.
with your favorite character. It's gonna be sick. Did we say you could play previewed cards too?
Yes,
Or
yeah,
was that
yeah,
a no?
yeah. So if
for
it's-
the Highlander
Yeah,
event,
yeah.
you could play
I mean,
any
if it's
previewed cards as
TTS,
well.
that shouldn't be a problem.
Well,
So,
I think for the
TTS shouldn't be a-
main event, I would rather have like the standard legality, because it's like for money, like
Yeah, fair enough.
So for the side event, I mean, everything's. I don't really care at the end of the day. Like, I just want people to have fun, and I want to talk to people about doing it. But yeah, we want to have fun with it.
Cool.
And we will be talking about doing like some. I want to do
I
these
will
monthly.
not be playing Burb.
I want to be doing some mini events too, like the last Unfun Stuff one where we had we unbanned everything.
The unbanned
Standard-
stuff, dude.
The unbanned stuff. event.
Unbanned stuff. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
It was sick, dude. It was great. I'll leave this poll up for a little bit, and then we'll figure it out.
I don't think it's gonna
looking-
even
yeah,
out,
it's
but
looking like-
leave
it's
it up
looking
there
like-
anyway.
It's looking like TTS. I mean, there's 39 people in chat and 17 people have voted, so
Oh,
I'll
shit.
leave it for a little bit. But
I cheated. That's right. I voted.
yeah. Apart from that,
I voted.
we do have. Speaking of Sam Tate's events, he has his. Here, I can bring up the actual thing.
This is our shilling portion of
Yeah.
of today's.
I just got to shill
stream.
real quick for the boys for the he's got his 4 events on February 26th, March 5th, 19th, and 26th. I think it's $10 entry, and
Yes.
you can win a box at each one of these events. It's pretty cool.
Oh, shit.
Go sign up.
If you buy the big package, it is $30, and you get entry to
Yep.
all of the events. And you also are playing for fun side prizes, which I do believe include just boxes of the first set.
Sure.
So this guy's giving out away a lot of boxes, so it's gonna be really cool for everybody. You guys should check it out.
I call it the Win Sam Tate's Money Tournament.
Yeah, this is clearly
Kinda.
Sam Tate
It's a-
put up his money, and he's just trying
It's
to
a
have fun.
labor of love for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and then after Chris Smith has to go to bedtime, we are going to do our tabletop simulator belt thing.
Oh, well, you can do
Drew.
whatever. What are you talking about?
If you aren't familiar with the Tabletop Simulator Championship belt, it is a TTS run
Tell
event.
me more. Tell me more.
A TTS run event where we are declaring the world champion through Tabletop Simulator like challenges, because unofficial sports championships are the very definition of funny.
Yeah.
Your entry into it is $5 to get a challenge, and then every challenge after that is
$1.
Is it $1? $1. And you can challenge as many times as you want. The person at the end of the year who has the belt will be getting half of the pot. And if, what is it, $500? If you make $500 total,
Yeah,
that we're
we
going
get
to give them
$500
an actual, they'll get them an actual championship belt. It's going to be super cool.
Oh, that's sick. That's cool.
Here's the stats. I can put them up right now. But right now, it's Nick Reagan is the current champ, and Sam Tate has the most wins at 4.
Damn.
The pot is
Yeah.
at $34, and it's gonna
And that
end.
reminds me of the MCS championship. belt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's
What
cool.
was the MCS?
The
That was
MCS
the,
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want
Phil.
to
You're the one who
explain it?
created it anyways.
Ah,
You're the one
yes.
Yeah, dude. You're the
so,
creator.
around the time of it was like Street Fighter first released, we got a lot of influx of new players at like the Rockford PTC. That was right before this thing. There were a lot of new people from Rockford. There were a lot of new people from Indy, and basically that's it. Those are the new players. But what we decided to do is, since they didn't have access to all of the cards in the format, we made a abbreviated format called the MCS, the Midwest Championship Series, where we did a circuit of 3 events with cumulative points, and then we played the finals at a different store during the Rochester 1K. It was a lot of fun. It garnered interest for the game. Indianapolis's play group actually got really big, and I think that's probably a contributing factor. Is they had a lot of people to play with, and they had something to play for. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was nice. It was a lot of fun. And then the game went batshit crazy right after. That's when,
Yes, it did.
then we got Bebop.
Oh.
Yes, we did. Yep. Yeah, another thing about that too is because we also did the Money in the Bank tournament too, where we had a money.
Yeah.
We borrowed a lot of wrestling traditions in this game.
Yeah, Legendary Wolf
yeah.
Games actually sponsored a MCS event as well, the Money in the Bank, where it was a cash prized event.
Yep.
Yeah, and
then the
me and
winner-
Thomas Gordon split it, but I won the event officially.
Yep. And then Phil challenged Mark on his ottoman at his house.
Thomas then immediately spend like all the money
Yeah,
he won on like a new
On
battery
tires.
car.
It was like new tires. Like he blew up his tires immediately.
That's
Yep,
really
yep.
funny.
Yep.
HPU3. If you're looking to buy an entire standard collection, I got you.
About
got
standard.
you.
Well, so the nice thing about tabletop
Man, there's some
simulator.
cards I'm looking for from standard, and I'll definitely pay for some standard
got
cards.
you.
I'm looking for a few certain ones. So
I'm sure Phil has them, dude.
Selling
yeah.
them all, dude.
Leona Blade, my foil.
Those
and
are not standard.
Yes, they are. Those are standard. Sorry. Those are rotated cards.
No, they're not. I don't
Rotated cards.
I don't have those.
My
Yep.
bad.
Yeah,
I sold all
I will
those.
say, by the way, because like there will be standard events. I think that people love standard. They're gonna, it's not just gonna be only My Hero for all time. Although we have the hype going, we should be doing My Hero events. That's why we're doing My Hero events.
Sure.
But
Who needs that?
but
It's fine.
Tabletop Simulator is a great way to test the waters. If you like the cards, try before you buy. It's usually $20. It goes on sale all the time. Tabletop Simulator, and Nick Reagan has a wonderful mod where you can just
Nick
look at
Reagan's
all the
really
cards.
showing
Yeah.
out with this, dude. It's
Yeah.
super sick.
And you can look up on UVS Ultra. You can hit that standard button, and you'll see a plethora of old cards.
Fucking too many.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Dishonest has a great thing to say here, which is that once we're 3 to 4 sets deep into My Hero, it's going to be hard to generate interest for standard, for sure, because those cards are like 18 years old at this point.
But
Yeah.
also, we are running in. There is a problem that they are going to run into with the My Hero Academia game is that each one of their sets is representative of a season of the show. There are only like 6.
It doesn't have
far,
to be.
yeah.
To be fair,
It doesn't have to be.
They
it
can't
doesn't
make
have
their
to
own
be.
art though, so
they
are limited in that regard.
they did.
Yes.
Yeah, Jiro's cards are a lot of them are new art.
They didn't. I don't think they commissioned it though.
Have you seen
No, I think
Specialized Sound
a
Waves,
lot
dude?
of the art is from the Korean mobile game. Honestly.
No,
Yeah.
some of it is commissioned for sure.
Is it
Really?
really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
some of it has to be commissioned.
It must
Oh.
be. Yeah, I don't
Must
know.
be.
Maybe it's from some obscure Korean mobile game. I don't know.
Meteor Shower, Chaco's Ultra Rare, is literally from like some Korean card game.
Yeah, I want My Hero
yeah.
Academia to fail so bad. Wait, no, I don't. What do you mean? I like this one. I don't like
Yeah.
standard.
Well, I
Standard
mean-
sucks.
I mean,
Buy all my
like-
standard cards.
I mean, to quote my partner here, like they should just blow up standard and restart it anyways, and that's the plan, right? They have to restart standard in the same vein as My Hero, correct?
It's kind of gonna have to
Yeah,
at a certain
I-
extent
You
here.
can't have Bebop cards with My Hero because it's just no.
Sure.
You just can't.
Sure.
I mean,
Well-
the issue they have now too is, I mean, once a couple sets comes out, it won't matter. But like, Mortal Kombat is out of print. Like,
Yeah.
sold out. You can't get it.
Bebop's
Like,
out of print.
Bebop, I think, is out of print, and if it's not, it's going to be soon. And so you're gonna get to a point where you're just gonna like, if you were to just immediately go like, by the way, we're doing these events, and like bring all this old stuff back, it's literally gonna be the same as when new people were getting in with like Neomax, where they're just like, hey, how am I supposed to get like geysers or like
so-
Navos or like caught red-handed, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh well.
Well,
I
we'll just
met
get
some
these.
of the. I met some of
Good
the.
luck.
I met Tim Friedlieb and a few other people at the first Rockford PTC, and I gave away play sets of Caught Red-Handed to new players, like with Tim and Ryan, and I was like, here. He's like, this card's like $10. I'm like, I have.
Yeah,
12.
those are like
I
$10
don't need.
commons, dude.
You don't need $10 commons. Have them
Yeah.
because I don't want them. I don't. Of course, I want them, but here, you need them more than me because you don't own the cards.
What I think might happen, okay, and this is like I think would be Galaxy Brain from Jesco. Like, hire me right now, okay? You do these My Hero events, okay, and you take your back stock of all your standard shit, right, and then you hold side events for standard, okay? Because that's the one thing that Jesco sucks at is
Side events?
They
They don't
just
fucking have any.
don't do any, right? I mean, so the events haven't been like big enough, I think, to really hold side events because there's like
Sure.
like a lot of people still.
Not
do it.
only that, but also like before these, like you couldn't drop after 2 rounds because
You wanted
they
the
gave you
promos.
prizing round by round, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you weren't playing in round like 5 or 6, like you didn't get like the
Yeah,
good
good
stuff.
luck getting your soul calibers if you weren't playing round 8.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
if this
At
if
midnight.
this last event was any like they're probably gonna start just doing it by the 3rd round. I think that's the way that it's gonna go. And then
I mean, I think that I think there have been a lot of improvements with like a lot of sort of
Yeah.
quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the
I don't like
weeklies
that I
are
can't
the
take
weeklies you can
notes.
drop after 2.
But
so-
I'm just
that's
saying,
what they
I'm just
do
saying,
then.
nobody has to play in side events, but you could have a
But-
standard
Yeah.
side event, and I think that would work really well.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, especially because like players will pull and be like, "Yo, I brought this deck," like go play it, new guy, and they're reading their cards as they play. It's like when I joined like a legacy cube draft with Dave Wagner, and I had no idea what was going on, but I was
Those
like,
shits
"Dude,
are
check out this
nuts,
card."
dude.
And Dave like dumped all over me because he knew what his cards did, but I was like having such a
Yeah.
good time like looking at this
Yeah,
old
who's-
stuff.
Who always shows up with the fucking with the cube? Who shows
That's
up with
Rick.
the...
That's Rick Berggreen who did that.
I love Rick, dude. That cube is sick.
Yeah, he had like 4 or 5 different cubes. Yeah, it was
His cubes
crazy.
are so tight.
And
I
you get a
love
hold of
cube
him, so I'd
drafting.
just be like, "Hey Rick, I need your cubes, man." I'll just
I saw a single game of Legacy, and it involved Phil just like canceling someone's turn 1 for 4 turns in a row with anti-K, and I was like, I don't know about this, guys.
It's fun. Trust me.
It's
Trust me,
fun.
dude.
Trust.
You just gotta
Trust.
believe it.
Yeah.
You just gotta trust that it's fun, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying that could be a good way to do it, and you keep some old hats happy, and you also don't like ruin the
We just
momentum
gotta
that
get
you're
like
having.
let's just get like a commander format, dude. You want let's just have the old boys drinking beer at the table with their fucking Highlander
Yo,
100
that's
card
what
decks.
that's what this side event for the unfun stuff event is gonna be, dude. Just saying,
Mhm.
make your Highlander deck actually commander deck, right?
Rob had some really good opinions on Standard on a show we did that I don't know the link, but I'm pretty sure he has it very readily available to share with your viewers. So he's clipped that thing multiple times.
Nah, we don't have to get into that. Like, when they were talking about the rebrand, like, I was like, here's how I do it, and it's still how I would do it. But it was similar to that. It was basically just the stuff that we've talked about, where you get the new players in that. I mean, like, you think about when they were like launching it, and they were just like, hey. If you guys could like not talk about Standard at all, like that'd be really good because we're trying to sell these people on this.
That was pretty
game
funny.
as not existing before, and
Interesting.
which is like, let's be real, like it's a much better sales pitch than like, hey, buy this My Hero set for this game that's been out for 15 years that you've never heard of, but it's really good, but you've never heard of it.
Right.
Yeah,
you never heard of it.
You'd
It's
be
good,
like,
though.
"Wait,
Trust.
How old? Like, okay. So, you're right. You just run into the problem where if they like it and they get into it, and then all of a sudden you go, okay, well, we have this other format, and you have to track down these like 5-year-old sets, and you're like, well, that sucks. So like that's a like that's not a good selling point. And what they've done with the power level is generally like dial it back, so you have the same problem of if you don't want all the old cards to win, then you can't really combine it. And if you want the new stuff to win and you have to jack it up to the power level, then we just get right back into the problems that we were having in Standard. So
True.
I think that you basically do just what they're doing, which is like release some My Hero sets, and like you were saying, I would just have like a couple, I said like maybe every couple months or like quarterly or something like that. And yeah, just have like some Standard events like for the people that really want to play that, or the people that think like, like I'm pretty good at My Hero and like I'd like to step up, a higher challenge and track down some of these old cards and like, dip my toes into that, or
And play in a
maybe they
tournament with
love,
diversity.
Right? Maybe
Yeah.
they love Mortal Kombat or like something. And, they just want to get in, they want to play those cards.
You can run Standard alongside Raw Deal. No shot, Nick
No.
Markey.
And versus system next to all those dead games.
Have a little dead game carnival.
But yeah, I mean, I think that would work fine. And then after like a year and a half or whatever, like stuff's gonna cycle out anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to think though, like what after sets 3 or 4, however far we get this year with My Hero, something's got to come from other IPs that they own, right? Like
Well, that's
Yu
like
Yu Hakusho or some shit like
next
that,
year,
right?
Yeah, I mean, you.
It'd be next year by sure, by
Well, I'm just
2023,
saying, like Phil
24.
said, where it's like if they go a season a set, like
Yeah.
by
You only get 5 or
next
6?
year, like they don't have any seasons left.
If you want my honest assessment, a lot of these card gamers are only here because it's My Hero, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of the competitive guys are into it because you know it's a really good game and if they got hooked, they're in, right?
There's money involved.
But
That's
like,
why.
well, now, yeah, sure. That's
Yeah,
a different story. Like totally
huge
different.
story, yeah.
Huge-
Not in
completely
standard.
different.
Not
That
in
wasn't the
standard.
case in standard. But like, if you just like pull out an old ass anime like Yu Yu Hakusho, like, I think that set bombs.
Oh, right now? Yeah, I
right
think
now.
so.
If you drop Yu Yu Hakusho 2 right now, I think it bombs.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
I
if
think
you get an IP like Demon Slayer,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. You would have to get another. Yeah, you'd have to get another anime like My Hero that has the same market share. You know.
Exactly. Yeah,
Like-
like Demon
I'm
Slayer. Or something
Like
like that.
I would coom for a JoJo
Get Genshin,
for,
yeah.
for a JoJo
Yeah,
theme
get
set.
Genshin for the fucking weebs like
Yeah.
fucking Tim Keefe.
Yeah, get the Gravity Falls set. You gotta get them Disney XD kids.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's the way you have to go. Like naturally, it's the only way you can really do it like successfully and like have
Sure.
cross market appeal.
You just try to become the new Y Schwartz.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
basically.
try to replace Y Schwartz in the market.
Yeah, well, because the one thing we'll have
Y
on White Schwartz is we can
actually
mix our.
sucks.
I mean, like White Schwartz doesn't mix IPs. We do, so that's one thing you could sell
Yeah.
people on. Hey, you could play Deku with the pig dude from Demon Slayer, whatever his
Right.
name is.
Yeah.
No names.
I mean, that's the
Let's
big
just go.
sell of standard when I show them
Yeah.
those cards. Is you'd be like, yo, you can have Deku flying Swordfish too. You know, like
I mean,
Yeah.
you can moonset with Deku too, so you know that's
yeah.
cool.
Well, you can play
Huge.
Ochako with Moonset, and that's fucked
Oh yeah,
up.
dude, yeah, that'd be such
Huge
shit
that one.
right there, bro.
Yeah. But anyway,
Get me started.
yeah,
Moonset.
yeah.
I love that card.
Yeah. But anyway, so I signed up for this next provisional.
Cool.
Oh,
I
you
hope
got in?
Yeah, I got in. Goose bought me my ticket because I was at a funeral service at the time.
Aw, sorry.
Oh, sorry to hear that, dude.
I hear that, man.
It's okay. It was a nice service. Very, very, very nice.
Good.
But yeah, so I'll play regardless of whether or not Hiroshima is touched or his stuff is touched.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
same.
follow, guy. And like I'll just adjust what I'm doing. You know, like this morning I was like I saw Tim Keefe talking about Asui in Shameless, and I was like, I like tried it out a little bit. And it didn't feel right, because like Asui's she's very good at killing on 2, but like I wanted to have like good defense, and he talked about how like maybe we could take the water defense and put it onto like use Asui to like pilot it. So like all funs with it, you know, like we're
Yeah.
gonna keep experimenting because now that we've seen what like the best Hiroshima looks like, this is like I think that we've reached it, right? Because now we've got most of the promos are out, right? We've seen what the decks can do. We'll see the adjustments, and hopefully. Coordinated gets banned but before then, but if it's not, I'm still gonna play. I'm not gonna be
There is at least a ceiling that has been reached until set 2 that we can basically agree on, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
There was a question in the chat though. Anyone flying to Omaha? Any of you gamers going to Omaha?
I'm not going.
I'm driving.
I can't do it, man.
I'm not flying. I'm driving.
I drove that one time, and it was.
You don't want to fly
Everywhere.
to you don't want to fly to one part of Kansas City and ride with Barrett Bryant? He was trying to sell me on this
I
one,
might,
man.
you know,
Oh, was
I
he
might be
really?
convinced, dude. I might be convinced.
He was
but-
for my birthday, Bromley.
Oh, if you're going for your birthday, I'll go for your birthday, dude.
Oh man, we got him, boys. We got him.
Are you going, Phil? Are you guys?
I might.
Are
I
you
might.
going?
I'm not gonna drive. I'm gonna fly if I do go.
Are you
I
gonna
don't-
fly? Okay.
I should drive, because I need to put some miles on my car, because I have not driven in 3 years to anything.
Yo, what if I
mean,
fly
like-
to you and then we drive together like we were gonna
I'm
do
down.
with the Virginia
My
thing?
house is.
I'm
my house
down,
is
except for they
halfway.
won't. They probably won't They probably won't cancel Omaha like they canceled
They
Nationals.
canceled
right?
Nationals,
Yeah.
right?
You were just out like
mean-
$100 when we had this grandiose plan.
It was gonna be the
I
dopest
mean,
road
like-
trip, dude.
It's halfway. You can just stay at my place for a night and then.
Oh,
just, we all-
true.
Yeah, we're halfway.
Oh.
Tried to
No.
do that once.
I get to meet.
Yep, Rob tried to do that once.
I get to meet Mr. and Mrs. Smith, dude.
Yeah, dude.
My wife will break you. So
Kim
it's
Smith
okay.
is
Whoa!
Kim Smith is a
Whoa.
treat. Kim
Whoa!
Smith is a treat
I wear a chastity belt, sir.
Oh no, she won't break you like that.
by choice.
Yeah.
Talking about emotionally.
Yeah.
Like,
you
Oh!
know,
break you
honestly-
Oh, I also
Yeah.
wear a mental chastity belt, sir.
Yeah, you know,
doesn't
but
work.
I've been really thinking about our conversations today, really just narrowing in on them. It makes sense. that they don't want us on the weekly schedule.
Does it? Oh yeah, fair enough.
They're too weak.
Yeah.
They're just not mentally
Listen,
prepared.
the weekly
for...
schedule can't handle Chris's wife. That's just true. That's
Yeah.
just how it is.
I mean, so, this is an actual
We gotta
thing.
go to the-
I
we gotta
did
go
talk to the
Margarita place.
I did talk to the people who run the My Hero Discord and said, "Hey, how can I get my podcast on the thing?" And they said, "You make too many dick jokes." And I said, "Okay." Basically, it was like
pretty
it was a long
accurate,
post that just
actually.
said essentially, yeah, like if you're not willing to censor your people, then we're not going to do it. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You got Phil Birch on your stream, man. It's rated R, baby.
For real, right?
It's rated R, dude.
I mean, it's
Was it,
pretty
I
messed
know.
up.
I know Tim Keefe got signed up, so Tim's playing in the provisional.
Ooh.
Watch out. You know,
Tim Keefe playing in what
Keefe.
provisional?
in the
Bofa.
next provisional.
Bofa.
He's playing.
Wait.
Oh wait, he wasn't in this one.
No, he wasn't. He's
Timothy!
in this one, though.
Sir,
I heard he was washed up, like Kevin Broberg.
I don't have a
gee.
deck. I don't matter. You do matter. You're number one in my heart.
That is
Tim
such
Keefe.
horse. I
Matter to me,
guarantee
Tim.
Tim Keefe has figured out the format, right?
I've been
At
Tim Keefe's
any
biggest
given
fan
moment-
for 200 years.
I'm just,
Hold on, counterpoint,
Yeah.
Bromley. He's been playing too much Genshin. He doesn't know what cards exist.
Oh, it's like those League players who play too much WoW and they're not good anymore.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
guys-
you know what happened? The new Final Fantasy expansion came out when My Hero
Oh,
came out, and he
true.
was gone.
Oh, calm
He
down!
was
Don't you dare
Yeah.
start me on that
Do you
stuff.
do you guys
No.
know? Do you guys know that Tim Keefe is like a fucking 3-time back-to-back Gen Con champion of some game no one's ever heard of?
Is it of Ashes?
He was like he just kept winning. He like walked in there, won a tournament, and then they just give you like a bye to the final.
What?
I have no idea. What the fuck is Pentago? It's what he said in chat.
What
I was
is
like,
What?
Pentago?
He just, yeah, dude, he just would go in and just like show up and win the whole damn thing. They kept doing money events to try to get people to play their game.
And then you just showed up and beat the brakes off of kids?
He
I
said
remember-
so he kept
dude,
taking the money.
I remember Tim Keefe talking about this when we had lunch randomly at Nats, and he was like, "Yeah, they had like a $10,000 event for some game out of Australia." And like years later, now I just assumed it was Flesh and Blood, but now it's actually just something called
Two-player
Pentago?
Pentago, the mind twisting game, easy turn mechanic design. This looks like wrong. This looks wrong.
He said I lost to a guy who obsessed over the game. Sheesh, that's crazy.
Oh, sounds like you didn't win back to back then.
No, he did. I'm pretty sure he won
Oh.
2 to 3 years in a row and then finally lost.
Ah. 1, 2.
He said
or
1,
th-
2 or
two
3. See?
2 or 3.
There you go.
It got Game of the Year
Classic
in Sweden.
humble.
Yeah, dude, I'm his best.
2005.
I'm his biggest fan, dude. So
Yeah.
yeah, we stand Tim Keefe in this household. Even Skylar loves Tim Keefe.
100%, dude. Tim Keefe's like
Tim
one of
Keefe
the
is
best.
Skylar's favorite player.
I wouldn't be
He was
playing
like,
Final
Skylar was
Fantasy
like, I
14
don't
if it
like
wasn't
signed
Tim
cards,
Keefe.
but I got signed Tim Keefe's.
I have a signed Keiko Zaid by Tim Keefe. Does that count?
Dude, you gotta stop trolling Rochester CCG, dude.
No?
You gotta stop. Anytime
What do you
Jose
mean?
orders from them, he'll say like, "Give me every one of Kevin Broberg's cards."
Listen, I would stop trolling them if I would stop giving them money.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
fair.
Well,
So they
technically,
really-
don't they owe you money?
Oh no, the 500 are gone.
Oh, it's gone. You spent it all.
All that.
Blow it on hookers and blow?
Hell
What is
yeah,
this,
dude.
man?
I hope
No,
they.
dude, I used it on Cards for Bromley for Cards for Bromley Foundation.
Oh, it's true. Jose bought the case of set 2.
Nice.
I bought set 1, so he's got set 2 from winning that
Yeah,
tournament.
Jesse, that is why you signed that.
That is why I signed that. What a goofball,
Did you
dude.
put that in the notes?
I
Like,
love
can I
it.
have
Yeah,
a
I put in the
pre-signed
notes,
Keiko
hey
Zaid?
Sean, can you give me a Keiko Zaid signed by the Rochester boys? He was like, sure.
That's
Wait.
very funny.
Awesome.
Wait, Jose, how many? Wait, you told me this the other day. How many XR Eat My Sticky Balls do you have? Did you buy 50?
I have all 4.
Oh, okay, I thought you told me you bought like 1 million of something
Oh,
the other
no,
day.
no, 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 no. I bought 1 million Keiko Zaid. That's no.
Oh,
Yeah, he can. He
And-
asked
and-
before Worlds. We
okay.
asked. Oh my gosh, Ryan.
Keiko.
No. Ryan. Holy shit! I forgot.
Fam,
Ryan Fam. We asked Ryan Fam if Jose could sleeve his deck in Keiko's aids. Like get clear
Yeah,
card
the
sleeves
back
and,
'em.
and
Yeah,
put
the back, the back 'em. Yeah,
and
back the deck.
and he just went no.
reasonable. They might not all be the same quality, you know?
Yeah.
They aren't
That's
all right
true.
out the pack. Could have scratches, could have dings.
Yeah,
Good
they could
market.
have dings, and also you could be playing a Keiko's Aid, which he probably was. You know,
And he would just go infinite.
and you would flip it, and then you'd go, wait, what?
What? Yeah.
I'm losing my mind right now.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't
I would
believe
allow it. Rocket
can't believe
PTC. I would allow that. That's fine.
Oh,
Works. We had the Wild West format, dude. That was the
it
best
is.
format.
However, Chris, it is also unshuffleable. So
That's fine.
Yeah, it's too many
I mean,
cards.
we had the robot. I created the Robot Masters format, which could be the greatest format ever, but whatever.
Could be.
could
I
be.
did
Could
buy
be.
every single copy of Merciless Rush that was on sale on TCG Player like 2 months ago. And I was thinking about doing that for Grasping Tape Toss. I only bought 4 though, but they were also
Oh,
mad
you mean
cheap.
the XRs?
Yeah, the XRs. I have 4 of the XRs. And actually, that's been the source of confusion for so many people when I play on webcam, because it looks exactly like Tape Swing in the extra rare.
Oh,
Last
sure.
time I was literally visiting you, you kept getting Merciless Rushes in the mail.
Yeah, because I ordered all of them. All of the ones that were available. I own like 18.
Jesus.
You just kept getting them in the mail, and I was just, you
they
were like,
stick on it,
it's
dude."
another Merciless Rush. You're like, this one's gonna be worth something.
It is! I think it is! It's pretty. All of those cards are pretty. It's like
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
Shigaraki's.
yeah. They look good. Yeah, I have an XR Super Regen. That card looks really good.
Yeah, it looks great. My favorite one is Night Watch. I need to find a copy of Night Watch extra rare, because that
I
one's
have a
like
copy of
Don't have one.
it's actually like Batman looking over the city.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
sick.
my favorite is Naval Laser Charge because the colors are crazy.
Oh, because he's coobing, dude. Is
yeah,
that,
the,
is that
the
the
colors are nuts.
is that the
I
the
like
Nod
no, no.
pillow?
That's not the
I
Buddy
like
Pillow,
that
it's the other
Sticky
one.
Balls
okay.
is a close-up of Sticky Balls. I saw that the
Yeah.
other day, that Sticky Balls is just a close-up of Sticky Balls.
Oh,
I
I've
was
got
like,
you, dude.
huh.
I've got you. I've
That's
got it right here.
beautiful. I was like, this is just majestic.
Where's Sticky
I love
Balls?
this. I love Sticky Balls being an XR.
Here's regular
itself.
Sticky Balls, and then we got to find extra
ready
rares.
for it?
Oh, boom, 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 boom. Have you seen Desperate Times extra rares? Here's Sticky Balls extra rare.
It's just
It's
a
just a
close-up
close-up.
of Sticky
Yeah.
Balls.
Yeah.
Same thing with Desperate
Yeah.
Times. Crying Mineta.
What is it? The 1/5 Momo Prepare for Battle is also just a close.
Yeah, it's just a close, but it's full art. It's super cool.
I do like that their full art is like, we'll just zoom in. Fuck
We'll just
it.
zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they knew for sure that people were gonna simp for Momo because all of her extra rares are full art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Rising Starlet just has a clear text box. That's all it has.
Okay.
It's not a full art.
Not
art.
full art.
so.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't have 4 of each of her XRs at all. You know.
You're a simp.
I don't even know what that
Sim.
means.
Yeah, I know.
It means
Okay.
that you
Squirrels
like
in my
things.
pants.
You like things.
Yeah, I mean squirrels.
Somebody
in my
sent
pants.
somebody send him the the Cracker Milk video with
Yeah,
Sir Simp. Sir Simp, say my name. Oh man.
Nice, dude. I think that we have covered everything. This is the longest episode ever. It's
True.
like 2 hours. We usually never do this.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't gotten this long in a long time.
Really?
Well, it's because
Been
we had
that
the
long?
boys. We had the boys. We were hanging
Yeah,
out.
we are usually a strict
is pretty
by the
standard
numbers
for,
schedule of Bromley goes over to Tabletop Simulator Belt for 40 minutes, and then we talk about previews. There hasn't been a lot to talk about for what it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I had to have a
So-
schedule, or else we were gonna fuck around and like talk about, I don't know,
Nothing.
nothing.
Nonsense.
Actually,
Ever
yeah.
a city again?
Yeah. So it's there have been previews this week. I don't know. Go look at them, kids. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Bobby's okay. I think he looks cool. I want to give him
Yeah.
a sock though.
It's
Yeah,
better. It's
Why
better when
give
we
him a
don't have a
suck?
schedule, but it's better to have structure, kids. Always have structure in your lives.
Every so often we got to go off schedule, which was
Yeah.
It was
Let's
today.
say
I
today.
made an entire webtoon show about not talking what people wanted to talk about for like 2 years.
Yeah, you
so.
guys just talked over everybody that you had on. It was crazy.
Rob mostly. I just was like,
Hey, I was on that
Yes.
show, and I did what I do
Yeah.
here, which is not let anybody else talk. It's great.
I mean, we did have Ashley on twice because I didn't record the audio the first time.
We had a fantastic, like, it was such a great interview.
Yeah.
And then Chris is like, yeah, I didn't record that. We gotta have her back
No,
on.
I had video, no audio at all. It was
You
bad.
guys not read lips?
That's fucking funny.
When I
Yeah, but
interviewed her,
she was a great sport, man. She came back and we did the whole interview almost like word for word again, and she was awesome. Like,
yeah, I couldn't tell, dude. Like watching that, I mean, she's great. She's just incredibly smart to begin with, right? So
Yeah.
like, and very charismatic, so
Yeah,
that helps.
yeah.
But
She's great.
when I interviewed her for that when I was like going through all the old UFS champions and trying to get all their stories and shit, I made the joke at the end where I was like, oh, I didn't hit record, and she I think she almost shat a brick. It was very funny.
That's funny. That's good.
That's
good.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's poetic.
Which, by the way, Chad, if you want to watch some old videos where I talk to guys like Ashley and Ben, I interviewed
Guys
Phil.
like Ashley.
Yeah, I actually interviewed Phil. That was the first Brewing with Birch and Bromley show. Was me interviewing Phil about his
Yeah,
his
we
Gypsy
started
Jabber
talking,
run.
and then we were like, "Hey, you want to do this weekly? It's pretty cool, huh?"
That's pretty cool, huh?
Like, it's a quarantine, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
That was a good year. Check out those old videos on youtube.com/unfun stuff.
Also, the thumbnails are always legendary, dude. This
I
guy's
work
thumbnail
hard.
game,
Oh, dude, those thumbnails are sick.
top,
Yeah, dude.
top notch.
Yeah, they're
top
good.
notch.
They're
Yeah.
good. They're good.
I have to let the creative juices flow. You know, you gotta.
Yeah.
Can't just.
Yeah, if you ever have a picture of yourself on the internet, you better make sure it's flattering, because you're gonna find it for the thumbnail.
Yeah, very true. Like,
For sure.
I looked at the one where he had me on for the Sugar Rocky previews, and I looked at the thumbnail, and I'm like, really? He used that one?
Yes,
You
I
know?
gotta find the dumbest one, dude. I'm gonna find
They
the baldest,
100%. They
most
always end up
unflattering.
in the Discord too, as like a
As
as
an
emoji.
emote. I didn't put Chris's face as an emote. Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't do that. Not yet. I do have Brad's. Brad's was my favorite one because I specifically went and learned how to make him smile and make his eyes huge for the thumbnail. So that one I made into an emote. So if you look at that emote, if you look at the picture of Brad, I actually learned how to Photoshop for that one. Like I looked at YouTube
Okay.
videos to learn how to make it the most meme.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Anyway, yeah. Well, and it has been actually the most fun to have you two on here.
It's been wonderful. You
Yeah.
fantastic people. I forgot the name of your show until you said it in the middle of our show just now. So I was like,
Oh, yeah.
thank God someone said it.
I mean, like, that's the whole point, is you kind of you're not supposed to talk about what you want to talk about, so, but anywho. Yeah, the Guile treatment. Go look it out. It's on Rock for CCG's YouTube page.
Wow.
Is
Yeah,
that the
you
trick?
can, if you really want to go old school,
Dude,
Old
it's
school.
check
That
out,
shit
Just
is
throw away
old
your
school.
entire life.
check out that.
That's some old ass shit, dude. The first
It is
episode is the first
very
episode still
light
up? I don't know if the first episode's still up where Kim walks in with a knife on me. I don't remember if that's up or not.
I think Casablanca, dude.
It's like getting
old movies.
swatted, but it's getting wifed.
Oh, she is gonna kill me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm not joking, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna go and drink margaritas at the Mexican place if it's still there.
I mean, it's still there, and we can still get a picture of margaritas and go drink. I'm cool
Well,
with that.
I mean, to be fair, when I first saw Chris Smith on Facebook, I just assumed he was married to a pro wrestler. So I was like,
Fair.
sick, dude. Chris
Fair.
Smith is married to a pro wrestler, and it turns out he just really likes hot women, which is, I mean, fair. So do I, dude.
Fair.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah, good for
Yeah.
Kim, dude. Good for Kim.
All right, guys. All right.
All right,
Thank you.
gentlemen. It was good-
Thank
it
you.
was good
Thank you
talking to you
so
guys.
much for joining us, guys. Appreciate it.
you're welcome.
Once
Thank you
again,
for having
Rob,
us.
Chris, it was fantastic. Bromley and Jose are gonna jump over probably and do some tabletop simulator championship belt stuff. I don't do that. That's weird.
Yeah,
By
Phil,
weird.
Phil can't be bothered to stick around for that.
Can't be
Weird, I'm going to
bothered.
bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go to bed until like 4 in the morning. I just
Okay, sorry.
don't like the tabletop simulator. I don't like tabletop simulator at all, but I prefer it to webcam events.
So, Rob, are you
it's
gonna-
like apples to apples?
Rob, are you buying a
Oh, yeah,
webcam so you can
that's
play on a
right.
provisional?
We'll see.
Oh.
You need to get a webcam first.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
not
saying.
very hard.
Gotta buy
Not
one.
hard.
I have two,
hard,
dude.
dude.
I could send you one. I'm not going to, but I could send you one.
I have them, but no.
Chris, are you gonna play in the next one?
Me? Oh yeah, I've
Next
signed
on
up.
my one?
I signed
He's
up at
in there.
10:01, so I'm good.
There
Love
was
it.
someone who said that I could probably like swing it with like my phone as long as I make sure it didn't die. Like using like the camera on that.
You could give it a
But-
whirl.
Man, I was like, well, I gotta figure out a way to like mount it to have like absolutely like the worst quality, the worst angle, as much glare as possible.
You gotta have the
And,
crotch
you know,
shot. That's
yeah,
what Bromley
but-
hit with.
If
me.
you don't have your
Hit
dick
me
in
with
the
crotch
picture,
shot.
Hell yeah!
Bromley's
Listen,
got the classic fucking balls out. His balls are out the whole
yeah,
time. Like
we gotta be open up. You know, we gotta. I need my opponent to know when they're about to die because my pants got tighter. You know.
if he doesn't show up in a pair of bike shorts to the next camera event, it's not worth it. You know, he's got to have the biking
Bromley,
shorts.
that
on.
right there is why you're not on the schedule.
Understandable.
That's
Have a nice day.
Bromley, you
That's
didn't
okay.
get Bromley. You didn't understand what he meant. No dick jokes, just dick.
The for what it's worth, the Tabletop Simulator Championship Belt Series, which was supposed to start an hour ago, is on the schedule.
It's on the schedule. Yeah, so the people who wanted to come in for the tabletop simulator
It's
belt popped in.
actually,
Said,
we actually just scam them because we always go overtime anyway. It's the greatest scam of all time. We're actually technically on the schedule for some of it.
Yep.
It's a great racket we run here.
Yeah. When I did get it on the schedule, they're like, we're not sure how long we're gonna have tabletop simulator on here anyway. So, and I was like, sure, man.
Yeah.
Pretty
Whatever.
sure it's gotten absolutely no one to actually look at it, but like that's fine. The only people who are playing the
Whatever.
tabletop simulator belt right now are people who, like we know and just want to play UFS. You know, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
just,
any.
it's
not new people
reasons
yet.
to play UFS, but also you can win like a prize. The more people who play in it, the bigger the prize gets.
Yeah,
So
it'll scale. Like for now, it's just the boys
Yeah.
playing, and that's okay.
Yeah. Eventually, once word gets out, people will start going.
they'll be like,
Exactly.
holy shit, this unfun stuff store's got a cash prize at the end of the year. Oh my god!
Wow. I'm gonna go buy me a Butterfinger.
Wow!
A single one.
Yeah, dude, one Butterfinger, $4. Inflation's a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, that's it for me, guys. I don't know what my dog wants me. I got laundry in the wash. I gotta
I'm
get
hungry.
the fuck out of here. Jose's hungry. Bromley's
Yeah.
stuck for another couple hours talking to people with tabletops.
Yep, I'm gonna commentate some games.
That's my boy, though.
Right now we've got Nick Reagan. He made 3 decks and he's actually around, so we're gonna do that. But yeah, thanks, Rob, thanks,
5
Chris. You-
gifted from.
Oh, hey.
Oh
subs.
wow, thanks, Bradley Townsley.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks so much for coming on. I miss the Guile treatment, so this was like a neat little, reunion for me. I get to bring the boys together, and it only happened because we were both talking in Twitch chat on the My Hero Discord.
Yeah, you're
Nice.
right.
And then I messaged Rob, and I was like, "Hey, if Chris says yes, will you say yes?" And he said, "Absolutely not." And I said, "But what if I,
Sounds just like
Ayo,
Rob.
bro job.
Yeah. But that was cool. Yeah, actually, no. What he said was, "No, I'm busy on Tuesday," and I took it very seriously. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's all right." But he said, "Dude, it's a Tuesday."
What does that even mean, Rob?
Dude, no one's busy on Tuesday, Jose.
People are
Get a
busy on
fucking license.
Tuesday. I'm busy on Tuesday.
Doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah, doing
yeah,
this,
yeah.
It is
That's
Tuesday.
not fun.
It's Tuesday. Tuesday.
Good getting in and talking to people, and that I don't talk to all the time. So that's
True.
that's
And now we
that's
have a
the-
plan.
Chris, I can't wait to
Visit
parent.
Chris Smith.
Chris, I can't wait to parent you in the next webcam weekly in round 1 for the 3rd time.
Oh, does that keep happening?
It keeps
Yeah,
happening.
we're tied now. We're 1-1.
Yeah,
So-
he
Nice.
slammed me the first time. I slammed him the second time. Third time, it's gonna be a tie.
I had enough time to watch him slam you, or to watch you slam him the second time. Yeah, I had enough time to watch you after I was done.
Oh yeah, because you taco standed. Hey, you would have been proud of me. Second round, I went to the taco stand. I killed my opponent in actually 8 minutes.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
did you 2-0 him? In
it was
8 minutes?
Aizawa, and like the first one, second turn, I went sticky balls, tongue whip, and he didn't block any of the sticky balls, so like he was dead.
Oh, he was
And
dead.
then
Yeah.
second time, turn 3, I like built out for 2 turns. He built out for 2 turns, and then I played 3 tongue whip. And died.
That'll kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
died.
bought those off of TCG Player because there was no way in fuck I was buying the DLCs. $250 a piece, easy deal.
Yeah.
Sickest
His
deal of my
dad,
life.
his dad messaged me later that day and said, "Hey, my son learned a lot from playing against you." And I went, "Oh,
Did he?
sorry."
Wait, his dad?
Yeah, his dad messaged. Yeah, his dad popped into the chat and was like, "Hey, man, you played my son earlier." And I was like, "Who was that?" And he said, "The Aizawa." And I went, "Oh."
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the son of the guy I play? No, that was a different
Did he
guy.
actually learn a lot, or?
Well, no, yeah, I mean, like, I told him afterwards. I was like, "Hey, man, you were responding and sealing my face on attacks you were not going to block. Stop doing that." Like I was telling him not to do stuff afterwards. I'm not gonna like,
Yeah.
because clearly
Yeah,
he was making mistakes, and I told him
Sure.
about it afterwards. But like, I also told him I was like, I'm down to go over the VOD and show you exactly where you fucked up.
It is also a hard matchup for Aizawa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got
What?
a consent stream? That's cool.
Yes. Technically.
I did see, like, I tried to pop in at one point, and you're like, I cannot stream. And I was like, oh, I was at work. I was trying to watch the boy and his little victories, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yeah, there was one guy who had like a family around or something like that, and he didn't.
Sure.
He did
Yeah,
not.
you
That
don't
guy
want
is very cool, though.
Very
You don't
nice
want
dude.
everybody on the thing, yeah.
Very nice dude. Yeah, very nice
Understandable.
dude. Yeah.
So who's up for the Tabletop Simulator Championship belt
I'm up
match?
for food.
Is it
Not
Ose?
me.
Is
Good
it
talking to
Ose?
you, Chris. Good talking to you, Rob. I've never met you before, but I'm cool, I swear.
I mean, you didn't have to talk that fast, but
He's
you're
cringe.
cool. He's fine.
You're cool,
I
man.
didn't bother,
You're
you didn't
cool.
bother me.
Uh,
Good night,
my
Nick
goodness.
Markey. Have a good night.
good night, Nick Markey. Yeah, you guys are welcome to stick around, but we're not. I'm not sticking around.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. See you guys later.
I'm
Thanks
old.
again for hanging
All right,
out.
thanks for having us on.
Yeah, later,
Thanks.
guys.
Bye.
Boop boop boop.